Alright, welcome back everyone to another stream. I am playing as the Interstellar Imperium, so I have some lovely blocks of armor with long-range firepower. I have just set up my third colony way out of the way, but it has vast ruins, so I'm pretty happy about that. My two colonies as they stand, I have one 125% hazard world with pretty good resources. I'm not bothering to mine its scattered ruins, but that's okay. It's making me a nice 60,000. Only has mining and farming. My other world, slightly farther away, but has a wonderful 75% hazard rating. And I have some heavy industry here. So I'm about to go and install a corrupted nanoforge. I don't have a pristine yet because I haven't done much exploring into it. And then I will be able to make some ships at last. Alright, so my expedition is ready to head out. Actually, let me just dump some metals and stuff. There we go. Just give myself a little more cargo space. My expedition is ready to head out. I have plenty of supplies, plenty of fuel, plenty of machinery. My first stop is just going to be my own colony. So far, I've avoided using any AI cores just because I don't want to attract the attention of the hegemony. But I think I can probably start using AI cores soon. So here's my second colony with heavy industry, and I'm going to install a nanoforge. For those of you who don't know, nanoforges are items that you can find in usually either ruins or mining bases or abandoned research labs, and you can install them in your heavy industry. So to do this, you go into, oops, wrong colony, you go into your colony, you click on your heavy industry, you click install nanoforge. Now I don't have a pristine nanoforge, so I don't get the full benefits, but this is going to increase my ship quality from 50% to 70%, and it's going to increase the amount that I'm producing, so my profits immediately went up. Now, if I wanted to, I could assign an AI core, and that would reduce my upkeep, reduce demand, and increase production. But I am not going to do that quite yet. I'm saving my AI cores for more colonies. Alright. I still have plenty of supplies, and I am going to head off to do a fight. Now, there is a very profitable pirate base down here, but I don't think it's going to be a very interesting fight. However, there is what looks to be a fantastic IBB battle out here, with this custom mod cruiser, a Victory, a Doom, and a couple of Eagles. Let's see, so this is hiding out near bombarded lifeless world in a system with an orange primary star. Now there are two orange stars in this constellation, but luckily I've scouted them, and I know that the only one with a bombarded lifeless world is this one. So, I am going to go fight that IBB. Should be a fun time. Victories are always nice to tangle with. I can't wait for the new month to roll around, because my tech mines on my vast ruins just completed. So if I'm lucky, I am going to get a nice haul. Oh, and I piloted right into this storm. So if you do find yourself in a large cluster of storms, I highly recommend hitting emergency burn. It costs supplies, but it costs a lot less supplies than getting kicked around back and forth for a long time. Now let's see, that monthly income was a bit low because I recently resupplied and refueled. But at this point, my colonies are giving me more than I can use. So let's see, so I spent 110,000 on supplies and fuel and crew. Wow, I really am getting a lot from the Imperium. That's fun. So I see that a few people are watching the stream. Welcome. I hope you have a good time. If you have any question, please let me know. Great. And here is our fight. So it's got some decent cruisers, including a sweet-looking Eagle, but only one capital and not many destroyers. So I am going to... I'm with them! I am going to outnumber this enemy pretty handily. Let's see. I'm just going to... Am I just going to do a full deploy? Sure. I'm going to do a full deploy minus my couple frigates, and that should be just plenty. Now this is why I'm taking ECM rank 1 in the tech tree is so critical, is because just with that one rank, I'm beating the enemy's ECM. Otherwise, I could be down a quarter, 25% range, which would be crazy. Hey, Eternal Soldat, how you doing? Let's see, Penetrator Rus asks, can you destroy all the hegemony fleets and stations? Yes, yes you can. So if you... Hey, hi Hissing Walnuts, welcome. So, Penetrator Rus, you can either bombard, or if you have the Nexarellan mod installed, you can... Where is the enemy? Aha! There they are. If you have the Nexarellan mod installed, you can conquer all of the hegemony. So yes. How's it going, Hissing Walnuts? What are your questions? Okay, I'm going to put an avoid on this victory just for now, because I don't want my reckless officer attacking it alone. But once I'm close, I can support him. Ooh, that's a lot of enemies. Cool. Alright, now I can get rid of this avoid order, now that I'm here to spearhead. Hissing Walnuts asks, are Eagles decent line cruisers? Yes, yes they are. So they're not as heavy as Dominators. So Dominators are really like blocks of armor and firepower that face forward and crush their enemies. Eagles are a little more maneuverable because they have maneuvering jets, and they have a little bit more of a balanced and nuanced loadout because they can have both ballistics and energies. So they're a little less useful for crushing the enemy, but they're very good for locking an enemy down. So Eagles, they make good line chips. I highly recommend using, if not all 3 of the front slots, then at least 2 for kinetic weapons, and then using the energies to supplement for anti-armor. So phase lances, like are on this Eagle, are actually pretty good, although 3 of them can be too much flux. But my favorite Eagle is 3 kinetics up front, or 2 kinetics, 1 HE, then 2 phase lances and 1 ion beam, and that is a darn good Eagle. All right, so I want that victory to focus on me. Ooh, that's a lot of salamanders. All right. So my ship system is active to give me a boost in firepower. The victory is not really playing along. Alright, I'm outfluxed for a little bit, but my point defense drones are actually helping a lot. Alright, well, I fluxed up the victory. There we go. And now my flux is down, while the victory's flux is high. So that was actually a very successful exchange. So gravitons are not bad, and gravitons give a little more long-range support. But the main issue with gravitons, is that they just don't do much damage. Make sure to max your vents on an Eagle, and I like max vents and hardened shields if you can manage it. Let's see. So this victory is high flux from my first assault. Oh, nicely done. So this Eagle just got overloaded by a Reaper, and it's going to eat these harpoons. As long as this Reaper doesn't overload my ship. Alright, my system is now active, which gives me a lot more flux. Oh, except that I overloaded. No good. That Eagle came in, and I think it bursted me down. Alright. However, I'm doing okay. System back active. This missile cruiser is actually doing a really good job supporting me against the Victory. And I think that's gonna do it. There we go. So I needed to back off a few times, but with my battle line supporting me, backing off wasn't a problem. And the superior speed of a battlecruiser really helped. Also the overdrive system. The overdrive system is great. Okay, so that was the heaviest enemy ship in their fleet. This Eagle is almost dead, so those harpoons nearly killed the Emil outright. I'm gonna see if I can get an eliminate on it, and we'll see if I can kill it before it runs. Let's see. Hissing Walnut says, should I arm Falcons with like smaller Eagles? Thus far I've been doing overdrive on them. Override. Let's see. You could do overrides on Falcons. They're very fast, so Falcons are excellent kiting units. If I'm not doing safety overrides, I like 2 kinetics, 1 phase, 1 ion, but that turns the Falcon into a little bit less of a hunter and more of a support ship. Because a Falcon armed with kinetics and ion beams can really... Oh, I should get down here. With kinetics and ion beams, should be able to kite any cruiser. Okay, so my Ixon is taking some fire, but luckily it had an artillery destroyer to back him up. Yeah, ion frigates are great. And here I am. Oh, that has a plasma cannon. That's a fancy Eagle to have a plasma cannon. Oops. And I was looking at the fancy Eagle instead of these Sabos. That's okay, I've got armor. Alright, my system's back on. And there we go. So as long as those Ixons have something to hide behind, they're truly devastating. Not so great by themselves. But that's okay. So if you're using Falcons and Eagles, you are going to want something in your fleet with a little more bang. So Falcons and Eagles are really good at holding the line. They're good at not getting killed. They're good at locking down their enemies and driving up flux. But they don't have a huge amount of raw killing power. So Eagles and Falcons plus Bombers is good. And Eagles and Falcons... Yeah, Herons. Herons, like you say. Okay, so this enemy fleet is indeed broken. I had too many ships, and my flagship was a little too powerful for them to do anything. Let's see. This Doom is... Oh. Oh, lucky there. Lucky the AI is so good with the Omni Shield. Doom's doing pretty well, but it's nearly out of flux. Oops, and I just ate a mine. I'm not paying attention. That mine did an enormous amount of damage. So Penetrator Roost says, why only 2040 deep FPS? That's because my CPU is a Ryzen 1600, which is never a fantastic single-core processor anyway, and at this point is really out of date. So it's because Star Sector is almost entirely a single-core game, and I have a multi-core processor. It's really good for getting work done. And also, it doesn't even choke a little bit while streaming. But yes, my frames kind of suck with this game. Yeah. Facing Walnut says, Eagle Falcon Heron Drover Hammerhead. Honestly, that's a good mix. You might want to have a, Yeah, it's a pity you don't have any capitals. Capitals are really great for adding raw killing power to a fleet. They pretty much all have lots of it. Alright, I'm just gonna let my second in command take some frigates. There it goes. And... custom mod cruiser. I'll take this and at least put it in storage. So this is an Eagle. Yeah, with a large energy slot. That's fun. That's a fun ship. Cool. It happens, Hissing Walnut. You'll just make a little bit less. You'll just make a little bit less money. I mean, just to show you. So I have two worlds, and this is my 125 with okay resources, and with mining and farming, it's making 61,000. And this one is a 75% world with, so it's lower hazard, and it has heavy industry with a core and a better officer than I am, but it's only barely making more money because it's slightly farther away. So hazard rating isn't, it's not everything. It's nice, but it's not everything. All right. Now, I am just going to pop up to Pandemonium, actually, to settle a different world. Oh, nicely done. Ah, get out of the clouds. What are you doing? I must have hit S by accident. Have you been, oops, I did not hit emergency burn. Have you been attracting expeditions, Hissing? Ah, I haven't played Derelicts mode much. Have you played Do you like it a lot? Alright, so I have a choice in this system of two worlds, and one of them is a 175, which honestly has pretty good resources. So it's got rare ore, abundant ore, and abundant volatiles. And the other's a 275 with high gravity, or excuse me, a 250, so significantly more expensive, and minus 10% accessibility, but it has plentiful volatiles and ultra rich ore. I think I'm actually gonna colonize the bigger one. It sounds like you're making a profit. All right. So this might be a bit foolish. Oh, what my supplies are. Shoot, I only have 300 supplies. If I do this, it's because of that. If I do this, am I going to be able to get back to the core world? I think I should be able to get back. I'll just have to suspend repairs on my way home. Let me just level up my officers. Let's see, this is a steady. Yeah, ordnance piece. This is a steady carrier. Wing commander. There we go. The derelicts got the lobster world. Oh, good for them. Yeah, I came here to do this. We now have Asmodeus, an incredibly expensive world, but it should give me lots of minerals. Oh, and its stability is terrible. Let's see. For this world, because it is so poor in terms of hazard, I'm going to install the Alpha or AI core with all skills on it. So that should help significantly. Food shortage? Why do you have a food shortage? Oh, it's because you... Alright, fine. Alright. Now, I am in slight trouble. Liberate the lobsters. Now, I'm going to mothball this, and I'm going to suspend all repairs. And I am going to make a run for... I'm going to make a run for Cordians. Oh, actually, let me check out hyperspace clouds. Right, I have this horrible thing right here. So, I'm actually going to make a run for Nova Capitalis. Novo Capitalis gone down in size? I didn't know that was a thing that could happen. Alright. So, I now have 4 colonies. 2 being governed by me, 1 by an admin, 1 by an Alpha Core. Secretary Alpha Core. Excellent. That's really funny that it's Secretary Alpha Core. Aha, my tech mining is done at Stray Dog. And that is a vast ruins. So I guess the question, Hissing, is where are you looking? Are you looking at... Yes, jump point in front. Are you looking in ruins, or are you trying to hunt enemies? Alphas can be hard to find, though. Yeesh. Person needs a doctor. Oh, okay. Oof, that's a little rough, just 1 alpha and 1 beta. I accept, exploring is quite good. You can often find them on places with vast ruins. You can also farm cores in triple ping and even double ping remnant systems, but that can be quite dangerous. Alright. Here's my fleet. I'll just keep that mothballed for now. Now, last version, gammas didn't actually help. Gammas didn't do anything good for a colony. Do you find that the gammas increase your profits? I suppose I could install a few gammas of my own and just see what happens. Okay. Alright. So I've got quite a bit of money now. And they have quite a few ships. What an excellent match. That's fine, Penetrator Rus. The colonies are a bit endgame. Ah, that's interesting. They can help fix shortages. I face a bit of a dilemma here in that I'm very attached to my D ship, but I could just buy a... I could buy a pristine one for so much less. I should probably just buy a pristine one. Or, I could get some dictators. I have not yet played around with a dictator. I have 0 in my fleet. Sure, I'm gonna grab a dictator. And I'll have to take it back to my home planet to outfit it, because I don't think there are many weapons for sale here. But that's okay. Let's see. A lot of weapons here? Not really. Some HVDs, but... yeah, dictators are slow. I'm just a bit lacking in the heavy cruiser department. For example, my Ixons keep retreating. Like my Ixons, they're not strong enough to stand in front of the enemy, and these are all kiting ships, so I think this is going to be my first heavy cruiser. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. In order to combat that, in addition to Gamma Core's Hissing Walnut, you can try to improve the accessibility of a world by building a megaport. So megaports increase accessibility so you can import more things. It also increases your profits. Let's see. Ah, cool. Alright, so I think it's time for me to get back to my homeworld, just so I can outfit that new dictator. anything really good? No. I can't wait for this. Oops. No. All right, just repair. I can't wait for this month to turn over because I think my vast ruins. Ooh, analyze mining station. I think my vast ruins will be giving me stuff. I hope they do. Huh. Is there anything particularly dangerous around your system? Oh, going back to Arigato, are you? I should deal with Arigato at some point. Speaking of challenges. Let's see, Asmodeus finished building its spaceport. That's good. Stability is pretty good. Stray dog. You know, you're actually going to get an admin too. You're going to get this admin, because that should increase your stability. Cabal are scary. Yeah, those two Cabal fleets I was fighting at the same time did a number on me last time. Once you get some heavy ships, then Cabal isn't too bad. Haha, production report. Oh, show me what goodies I might have gotten. Hey, I got the Imperial Fighters blueprint package. Nice. Ah, Eternal Soldat. Which world? I just colonized 2 new ones, and they're both on the far reaches, and one has this magnetic problem. Yeah, I can throw 100,000 into its growth incentives though. Oh, I should build some defenses here. Let's see, what blueprints do I have now? I think I have the low-tech blueprint now. So I'm going to build a low-tech station. I have high-tech some of my first 2 planets. Oops. You get a low-tech station. Cool, and that's all my money. But it solves the growth issues a bit, and it should give some defense. Eventually this will be my farming world, probably, after the ruins are gone. Alright, here's my capital. Still pretty small, but it's time to outfit this dictator. So let's see, this is the first time I've had a chance to look at the dictator. Hey Ner'zhul! It has a turbo feeder, which is the same ship system as the Praetorian. So just as kind of a default, I'm going to try to turn this thing into a kind of long-range line of battle ship. So my options for my Imperial packages are the armor package. Instantly repairs all weapons when active, decreases weapon mount damage taken by 75%. That's pretty good. Oh, you've been playing with Psy? Singularity torpedo. There's the elite package. The turbo feeder increases speed and maneuverability. And there's the targeting package. The turbo feeder doubles projectile speed. Now I really like this synergy here because the targeting package lowers projectile speed by default, which is a little punishing, but with the system active, not only is there fire rate bonus, but then the speed is blazing fast. This is going to get the Imperial targeting package. Alright, now let's see, there's a medium universal up front and 2 medium missiles, so this could have 3 medium missiles, which is not bad for a cruiser. Got some small universal. Oh, interesting, so we've got only 2 mediums, and they're also the only things that cover the rear. Let's see, Penetrator Roost, what can I do with Class 5 survey data? So the only thing you can do with survey data is sell it. Now the world it's attached to might be a good world to colonize if it's a Class 5 world. Those are often good. But you can sell survey data, and you don't have to worry about selling it at the black market even. It doesn't do anything bad like blueprints do. Alright. This has power forward. Okay, alright, I think I know what to do with this. So these four are going to want to be either railguns or sledge guns. Let me just put on that ITU. I'm going to do it anyway. ITU. There we go. So a difference between large mounts and smaller mounts is if you don't worry too much about the range, then smaller mounts can be really good for kinetic. And the reason for that is that shields have no damage reduction. Like heavy armor, if you hit heavy armor with yes. Well, if you give pirates a Paragon blueprint, that can actually be a problem. Like if you get swamped with 3 Paragons, even if they have demods, that's so much more deadly than converted atlases. But yes, you can recover more ships if you let the pirates make them for you. Anyway, back to what I was talking about. So if you hit heavy armor with a light HE gun, very nice, then the light HE gun isn't going to do much. But if you hit shields with railguns, it doesn't matter what type of shield, other than the shield's own, built-in efficiency. Shields have no extra built-in damage reduction based on shot size. It's all the same. So these 4 railguns actually give a pretty good kinetic DPS, the same as I have on the front of this ship. It's actually, I think it's like 600, let's see, 4 of them would be, yeah, I think it's 666 kinetic DPS, which is pretty good. Now, these 2 mounts are my only side mounts, and they're my only rear mounts, but I feel like I need to put anti-armor in them. Otherwise, my ship's not going to have anti-armor unless I put it up front. Kind of wanted to put missiles on this because I really like missiles. Wonder if I could put something crazy like AM blasters. So let's see. So I would get a 40% range boost there, and that's not much. The AM blasters only have 400 range. Then this would give me 300 units. That would still be really short range for such a slow ship. I think I need to concentrate on range. Let's see. These can be sledge guns. I've got 2 sledge guns. I would really like these to be Solus cannons, but I only have 1 Solus cannon. Maybe I will, let's see, Heavy Maulers, 1.13 efficiency. Let's see, Heavy Mauler is 1.13 efficiency with a 200 shot size at 1000 range. The Solus cannon is 1.1 efficiency, 300 shot size, but 800 range. I think I'm building towards the 800 range band, so these are going to be Solus cannons. I am just going to need to strip one off of another ship. And I'm just going to strip it off of this ship. The main downside, sledge guns are beautiful. The main downside is that without any really heavy armor crackers, it can take a long time to get through like station armor. Okay, so this is going to be just a heavy mortar. Cool. Oh, and you get rid of these terrible substitutes. I have plenty of railguns. Yeah, no self-respecting ship of mine is going to use... Oop, nope, I want the railguns in the same weapon group. No self-respecting ship of mine is going to use light dual autocannons. And great. Back to this dictator. I am going to put 2 Solus cannons on it. And... let's see, how's the flux? That's even maxed out vents, that is quite a bit of flux. Let's see, this thing has a front 180 shield, so its engines are quite vulnerable. Okay, I'll have to be a little bit careful of that. Quite vulnerable engines. Now for missiles, this is a bombardment ship, which means that a lot of the slower missiles just aren't going to do. I'm going to see what 3 harpoons can do on this ship. Do I want sledge guns? I'm actually going to hold off on sledge guns. 2 Soluses and 4 railguns is pretty decent firepower. Now, I do need some point defense, so I am going to throw in some Vulcans on these slots. And now I need to, am I just going to abandon my engines? I think I am. I think I'm going to abandon the engines and just see how this thing does. These are just going to be, let's see, I could put Hornets on. There's going to be a few more harpoons. We're just going to turn this into a harpoon and ballistics boat. I think this is going to be... I don't know if this is enough range. I need to test this to see whether these Vulcans can actually reach forward. Interesting. Only drones. Okay, hardened shields is 18. That's worth it. Now I guess the only question is, do I really want harpoons here? Harpoons really benefit from ECCM. Maybe I should put annihilators. Yeah, let me put annihilators there. And just some... just save those. Nah, we're gonna leave them empty. Alright, let us try this loadout. I am new at loading out dictators, so I have no idea how this is gonna do. I have my kinetic plus HE combo. Even though I'm actually using shorter range guns, these are 700s, I have both ITU and the targeting package. So range is going to be okay. And hopefully these Annihilators should give it some crushing power. Let's see how it does against... let's see. An Eagle is going to be able to kite it. Let's see how it does against a Dominator. These are both in-your-face cruisers. And what's the range on those railguns? That's beautiful range on railguns. Well, that is a glorious sight. Plenty of rockets. Plenty of kinetic. Heavy HE that can punch through the toughest armor. Yes, this is a heavy line cruiser. It's a pity its engines are so undefended, but I guess the ship needs to have some weakness. Narazul says, in my opinion, caps are better than hardened shields. So that depends a lot on the ship, but in general I disagree with you, and I'll show you why. So, in terms of giving you hit points, let's compare what it would be if I had hardened shields versus no hardened shields. So hardened shields reduces the amount of damage taken by shields by 25%. So that effectively increases your shield strength by 1/3. Because if you're taking 75% damage coming in, then your effective shield hit points is 1/3/4 or 4/3. So what we need to do is compare whether or not having hardened shields gives you 4/3. Having hardened shield gives you 4/3 more. Would turning those into capacitors give you 4/3 more? It is great versus Ion Smith. It's also good for other things. So in this case, this build has, let's say I use this all on weapons. Yes, reinforced bulkheads are in almost all cases a bad choice. The only time I'd ever use reinforced bulkheads is on rare, fragile ships like Omens and Tempests. And when I get more into hardened shields, I'll tell you why I really believe that. Well, I can tell you quickly. So, if your shields are bad and you get fluxed up, you can't fire. But if your shields are good and your hull is weak, well, you still have all your shields and your armor. So I would always put hardened shields over reinforced bulkhead. Let's see, back to the analysis I was doing. This ship has 12,000 flux capacity. If I put 18 vents into, or capacitors into it, I can raise that to 15,600. So that is 3,600 over 12,000, which is a little better than a quarter. So for this ship, in terms of hit points, hardened shields are better. They give you more hit points. Now, there is one thing that the more capacitors do give you, and that's more room to build up your own flux firing. So for ships that are really hit and run, like a Tempest, or let's say like a Tempest, phase ships don't have shields. Well, your shields are always going to be hit. Your shields are always going to be hit with something. It might be heavy maulers, it might be rockets, it might be torpedoes. There's always going to be some HE damage coming in that you don't want to take on the hull. Even a ship with a weak shield it needs to take bomber strikes and HE damage on the shield. So let me show you something else. Another reason why hardened shields are so good, and that's because of the behavior of AI ships when they're at very high flux. So let me fight that Dominator again, and I'm gonna pilot it myself so I don't get the kill. I'm just gonna bully it, just to show you its behavior. So let's see, the Dominator is gonna take my railgun fire on the shields, because the AI is a little bad about doing that. But I'm gonna back it up with some HE. So it really wants to take these shots on the shield. Oh, hey Nemo. Sorry about that. Yeah, I posted in the Discord, but yeah, feel free to raid me anytime. I'd love it. So if people don't know, Nemo is a great streamer, and he often hosts the tournaments, and he's been doing Star Sector for a long time, so you all should check out his channel. So back to what I was talking about. Once the AI... Ooh, bad job, AI. So you notice how the AI is... Oops. Oh, come on. This is what I get for talking instead of paying attention. So, anyway, come on, missiles. Come in, come in, come in. Hit me, hit me, hit me. I want to finish talking. Alright, there we go. So, you see how the AI is flickering its shield on and off? So it's trying to absorb what damage it can on the shield, and it's actually doing a really bad job. But if you watch its flux bar as it does that, so its flux gets raised by me hitting it on the shield, and then it gets lowered as it vents. So if you consider like what effective hit points is the Dominator recharging? Well, the Dominator is recharging its dissipation times or divided by its shield efficiency. So if you have hardened shields and you're at very high flux and you're being pressed really hard by a superior enemy, then you recharge your hit points, quote unquote, 1/3 faster with hardened shields. Okay, and it's also really good against EMP. Hissing Walnut says, I bought an agent a long time ago, but never been able to figure out how to use them. I will show you. So I don't have any agents right now, but what you do is, let me see if I have an agent here. No. I can at least describe it. So you can activate your agents in the Intel tab. So if you get to your Intel tab, there should be one of these tabs down here called Agents, or Spies. I think it's Agents. And if you click on it, you can then click on the agent up here, and that should bring up dialog options for what to do. So I will get an agent. If I find an agent, I'll get one, and then I can show you how they work. Okay. Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, I love Nerthil. That's a great idea. So stabilized, hardens, shield skill Paragon is such a tough fleet anchor. Yeah, it's a really good ship. Okay, so I'm reasonably happy at this in the simulator, and I guess time will tell what it's good at in real combat. Let me put on one of my officers. Let's see, I don't want my reckless. I want something with the armor skill. Oh, neither of these studies have the armor skill. Well, that's okay. I just want ordnance Target analysis. There we go. Okay, so my fleet is now stronger by 1 heavy cruiser. My colonies are doing nicely, but my money is a little low. So while I'm waiting for my colonies to give me money, I might as well do some bounties. Let's see. So this only has 7 days left, which is unfortunate because there's a 310,000, but hopefully it'll pop up again after it finishes rating things. Ah, so all the bounties are down south. That's okay. Let's see. The new IBB is also way down south. Looks like I'm going south. This looks fun. Oh, hello there. You have another Dominus. Ah, I'd love to recover this. And I love fighting against Imperium. It's great to see an Imperium duel. Okay. And how about these other ones? I'm really loving the Dominus so far. I'm having a great time with it. Okay. Well, this... Ooh. Volcanic World Assist with an orange primary star. That's going to be Avarice, probably. Yeah. I'm just going to do that one real quick because it's close by, and it's going to be a... I can test out my... No, I haven't gotten a Caesar yet. Alright, so I'm going to test out my new heavy cruiser against their capitals. That should be a fun test fight. So let me grab... Oh, let me just put away my extra stuff. And grab some fuel. And some supplies. Why not? And a quick save, and let me go do that bounty. So that bounty has 3 caps. Does it have a victory again? Yeah, so it's got that victory, and victories are strong, and it's got an officer. Ooh, it has a 14 conquest. That's fun. And some other cruisers. So my fleet has actually quite a few cruisers now. I have 2 Exxons since I lost 1 Exxon. Oops. Let me just put my trophy away. Psi ships are weird. Psi ships are really weird. From watching tournaments, it seems that what you do for Psi ships is you put a lot of guns on them, and then you use singularity torpedoes, and then you cackle madly as everything goes to shit. I do love the exploration music and the heartbeat. Pirate base abandoned. This base is no longer operational. Interesting. I wonder what killed it. That's rare. Ah, okay, so Psy's another one of these hit and runs, high cap, low event strike ships. I should play Psy. Alright, so this actually might be a hard fight. So I'm going to save because I'm not playing Iron Man. Alright, let's look at this fleet. Ooh, they have a Lion's Guard. They have a 14. And they have a U-Class Thunder. It's some nice elite ships in there. Cool. And some frigates, but who cares about frigates? Actually, I'm pretty sure these things are going to be a pain in the ass. Alright. Let us see how this goes. I'm just going to assault straight up the center of that comm relay. Now, one downside is that this ship is slow. So it might get trapped behind my lines. That would be unfortunate. But I may need to put an avoid command on the enemy capital ships. just to get my fleet time to group up. Okay, so just frigates. Some destroyers. That should be no problem. So, I installed LRPD lasers on my line destroyers, and this is one reason why. I love point defense nets. Point defense nets are really awesome. They're not that great when you only have one ship, but when you have several ships, it is brutal. There's the overload. There's a kill. Ah, that line of battle. Let's see, let's get an eliminate on that carrier. It's out of position. There we go. Okay, now I have Squall Fire inbound. That's not great. That's gonna hurt my shields a bit, so... But luckily, my dual flak on the front is doing a pretty good job. Alright, quick vents. Nice kill, but you're out of position, ally. Okay, I've beaten that Griffin back. Let's get an eliminate on this ship. Hissing Walnuts asks, how are Cobras compared to daggers? So Cobras are very high risk, high reward. You only get 1 per wing, because instead of 3 per wing, and their munition is unguided, but Reapers hit for 4,000 damage, whereas each Atropos is only 1,000. So it's more potential max damage, and quite a bit more armor penetration. So if you have quote-unquote air dominance, if you can make sure that your Cobras are going to survive, then they pack more punch. Alright, there goes the 14. I think I'm safe for quick vents. Where is my Dictator? Alright, Dictator... You're just kind of stuck not doing much, aren't you? Well, let's just see... Actually, no command. I just want to see what how that Dictator does down here. I might need to start deploying my ships in waves. Now, I have 3 line destroyers facing off against a Dominator, and they're doing an okay job. But I think it's time to move in for the flank and kill. So I'm a battlecruiser, I should take advantage of my long range. Yeah, there we go. A lot of that damage was done by the Ixons too. Once you overwhelm an enemy, the Ixons are great. Hyperion on a Eagle. Yeesh. Alright, there's the victory. Oh. Ooh, boy. Storm Needlers, Heavy Blasters, Heavy Needlers. It's built-in HEs. Oh, what level is the officer? I can't tell. That is a strong victory. Alright, you need to stop being kited by a Falcon. You have no cover, you're gonna get killed. I need you to come up there and help me with this. Meanwhile, I want you 3 to kill that Falcon. And you do your thing. Okay. This is a thing going on right here. This is a strong eagle, or strong victory. There's a lot of firepower. I'm actually getting partially shielded here. Yeah, this is doing me a lot of good. Oops. Okay, so my Ixons are doing good work. They're supporting me. Oh god, I'm taking Storm Needler fire. Ooh, that's a lot of shield damage. A lot of shield damage. Luckily, with my system on, I recover flux really quickly. And quick vent. Alright. This is going really well. The victory is getting bombarded by the Ixon. It can't ignore them, so it's focusing on them instead of me. comes my, there comes this ship. Now get in there and show me your firepower. Great. So the enemy is pretty much broken now, with those caps dead. So I got really lucky there. I got shielded by... wow, that's a really bright piece of debris. I got shielded by a piece of debris, and it absorbed a lot of Storm Needler fire. Now, meanwhile, this destroyer, which used to be my flagship, and I haven't changed its loadout since, it has... the only thing I'm unhappy about it is these 2 light assault guns. I might change those out for railguns, but it is legitimately, with a little bit of fighting support, bullying a capital ship. That is awesome. I love that ship. It gets killed every once in a while, but I love that ship. Alright. My Dominus is doing its job. This has been a lovely ship. Let's just get some final eliminate orders over. And this was actually a very smooth fight. This went a lot smoother than I expected. Ooh, those are the kinetic rounds from an Ixon with the targeting unit. Let's see, am I going to be able to catch that? Should be in range. Ah, barely got away. Alright. Yeah. Legionnaires. So this is an elite Legionnaire. And it is just deadly. Alright. Take some frigates. Go peck at them. God, the auto-resolve is so broken. And let's see. Do I have any trophy ships I want to take back? You know, I love colorful hammerheads. I'm going to take back these 2. I'm just going to haul these back and put them in storage. Sure, some trophies. Cool. Well, that was actually a really straight up fight. I was a little worried going into that, since the Cabal roughed me up so badly. And let's just do one more. Get the last of those supplies. Alright, and there we go. I can't wait to try the Caesar. From everything that people told me, the Caesar is crazy good. Alright, I'm just going to drop off my prizes. Let's see. Did I get any production report? I think it hasn't been a new month. Oof. The degraded engines on that conquest are slowing me. I'm only going 16 instead of 18. I can't decide if I want to buy a Caesar or buy a pristine Dominus. Since I am using a demod Dominus, I have to be really careful with my flux in it because it has degraded flux systems. Alright. Let's just drop off these prizes. So I actually have like a couple capitals that I could use in defense of this world if I really need to. Yeah, this thing has faulty power grid, which is, it's a pity. I could probably put on significantly more offense if I didn't have it. Alright, now let me just take a look at that battle report. Where's my battles tab? Oh no. Ah no, my combat analytics isn't on. I updated it, and I think I forgot... Oh no, there it is, combat analytics. Why is it not green? I might have forgot to turn combat analytics back on. Well, I'm a little confused, but ah well. Now, time to drop off any weapons. And go for hunting a little more. Now, I did recover a Storm Needler, and Storm Needlers are magnificent weapons. Unfortunately, I don't have any ships with a large ballistic slot, so I guess I will not be using them. There's also a bit of debate. Is is um, is 4 railguns better than a single Storm Needler? And it's actually pretty close. It's a little less DPS and a little less efficiency, but the per shot damage is higher, and you're only using small slots. Starlight Cabal Paragon. That would just be mean. Let's not be evil. Actually, we can be evil. Let's see, so here is the Imperial Fighters package that my Vast Ruins got me. I will learn that real quick. And I will turn those on in my blueprints. Very nice. So now the only thing that I really want are more Imperium weapons. I don't have good Imperium weapons yet. Ooh, some mercenaries. What do you do? Not bad, but I don't want more carrier captains right now. I'm pretty good for carriers. Alright, let's look for bounties, since I'm still a little low on money. Oh, I did spend a little too long doing that. I'm not gonna be able to do my Imperium fight. Ah, darn. So I haven't used the Vicarious yet because I haven't had a dedicated carrier. I've been using the Draconius on my cruiser carrier. I should play with them at some point, or I should get some dedicated carriers for another faction. Now, one thing I've been noticing is that there have been very few conquest missions. Not exactly sure what's up with this. Maybe I'm just not seeing them. I remember Nexarellan having... Oh, here's my combat log. I just missed it. I remember Nexarellan having a lot more combat missions than I've been seeing. Yeah, I do want a Matriarch. I want a Matriarch real bad. Alright, so in that last fight... I did really well. This Legionary is consistently a high performer. Oh hey! Alright. So... The HVDs have been fixed, by the way, in the latest edition of Combat Analytics. I think Flux stands for EMP, by the way. So this ship did pretty good. 5 assists, including almost the entire job on the Drover. Quite a lot of damage. Next up were my 2 Ixons, with 53,000 and 39,000. Let's see, so this one is the Fundi, and this one is the Kinetic. We'll have to see over the long term. I think my enemies are starting to get big enough that I should switch over to the Kinetic. I think I'm not fighting very many frigates anymore. Yeah. Almost. They did 41,000 versus 52,000. But yes, the true Draconarius wings almost did more than an Ixon. Really close. Let's see, next up was my HVD and Sledge Gun Praetorian, but that one still has the officer, so that's not really that fair a comparison. Then another one, and finally, this did jack shit, because I think it was sitting out the battle most of the time. I need to figure out a way of getting it to the front lines. It got distracted too much. Alright. Now let me do that one change, and see if it makes a big difference. So I am going to sacrifice 4 caps. Ooh, it actually made a big difference. And I'm going to do that in order to put railguns on this ship. So this is going to give the ship more range and more anti-shield. Now, actually, since I put 2 railguns on it, its kinetic DPS is actually higher than it was before. It had 320, now it has 333. So I'm going to switch out the heavy machine gun. Oh, do I have another assault chain gun? Okay, so this is now stupidly HE, but assault chain guns are incredible. Okay. Very cool. Yeah, I am gonna sim this. So first, I am going to fly it. I'll just let the AI fly. Go forth, reckless officer. Show me the glory that is the elite package on this ship. Now, even with this heavy gun package, this thing does have a massive missile load. It has expanded missile racks, and oh, the hammerhead's overloaded. Oh, the hammerhead's dead. Whoops. Don't kill the enemy while I'm still talking, it's rude. So this ship has 48 harpoons and 4 reapers. I think this thing could just like straight up kill an eagle. Let me just throw an eagle in. Show me what you can do. Let's see. So the higher shields of the eagle are taking a long time to get beaten down. But oh no! Don't eat the sabots. Respond with your own reapers. There you go. Oh my goodness. So it overloaded, but it did a heavy shot before it did. Alright, now get in there and get a kill. Man, it's doing this strange wobbling thing a lot. There you go. So it was behaving really strangely, wobbling back and forth a lot. But this is a beautifully powerful ship. Just wonderful. I am definitely going to buy more of these or make more of them and use my... I have 2 more reckless officers and they're both going to go on these ships. Alright. Yeah. Oh, hi Angry. How's it going? It is trying to shift armor damage onto undamaged plating. You know, I prefer... I wish it just flew up and used its guns. I guess what I mean is, like... It's trying to minimize its damage, but in so doing, it's taking more damage than it would if it just killed the enemy. Alright. So I haven't flown this in a little while, but I'm gonna see how I can do. Alright. So up we go. Overdrive active. Torpedoes. And let's give it a harpoon barrage. So I feel like, even with a reckless officer, it just needs a more aggressive approach for this particular ship. But I can't wait to see what it does in battle. Cannot wait. Alright, speaking of battle, let's see. These are all really close to refreshing. I'm just gonna go conquer Carthage. I think it probably could kill a legionary too. Yeah, I have waited long enough. I'm gonna go attack the hegemony. I've been at war with them for a long time, and I've never really done anything about it. Let's see. That's the Imperium station. Let us go attack Carthage. Ah, no. That was obnoxious. I am still commissioned with the Imperium. It hasn't really caused me much problems, and they're giving me almost 100,000 a month. I could. Let's see. So it has 22,000. I am gonna go kill this battle station. It's been a while since I've done a good battle station fight. Now I am gonna do a staggered deployment because I don't want the wrong ships getting ahead. So first me and the heavy, then the Ixons and the destroyer line. Ooh, you took a lot of damage from that storm. And then my reckless ship. I don't want the legionary running ahead by itself against a battle station, because it'll do it, and it will die. But there's a good amount of fire coming in. I'm gonna need to be a bit careful. Those Mjolnirs are actually doing a pretty good job hurting my armor. Alright, I need an engage order on that. Okay, this actually might be the weak link might be... Yeah, this is a strong hub. I want to avoid that if I can. When I use cardboard boxes as fighters. So this ship unfortunately has a defective manufactory. It's a 3D mod ship. It's actually cheaper to deploy. It's cheaper to deploy this Dominus than it is to deploy this Legion. Not Legion, Dictator. But yes, my fighters are not as strong as they should be. Okay, now here we are. And look who's come to the front. Alright, now let's see if this Dictator can prove its worth. I want it to be bombarding the enemy. I am too close. Why am I so close? Oh, beautiful shot! So an interesting thing about Reapers is that Reapers have splash damage. So you see how I have 3,000, 2,700, 2,300, and, you know, fuck you armor, you're all dead? That's because the Reaper hit the armor module, and then the splash from the Reaper hit another armor module and the ship behind it. It is glorious how good Reapers are against stations. Oh, got shot down that time. That's a pity. We dodged that Hellbore shot, and there we go. Module down. This Dictator is tanking quite a lot of damage. I don't want it to tank alone. That destroyer is going to get beat up. That destroyer is in front of my other ships. Now one thing I've really... Oh, a little late there. A little late there. There you go, Praetorian. Get in there. I'll give you cover. Yeah, so now it's backing off. Ah, Reaper just barely didn't make it. Now one thing I've really come to appreciate is that this ship has so much flux dissipation when its overdrive is on and when it's at high, when it's just close to overloading, that I really need to lower my shields in that scenario because I'm getting back like equivalent flux to active venting as long as I can turn my shields off. Oh, there's another Reaper hit. A big splash. And another one. Ah, these frigates, these destroyers and their Reapers. They're so good with them. And another Reaper. And that's a dead, low-tech battle station. That was really beautiful. Yep. Let's see, that's a lot of lot of supplies. Now let's see. How much Marines would I need? So they have 1,080. Consider an orbital bombardment. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Alright. So I'm just gonna get some fuel. I'm gonna get some fuel, I'm gonna get some Marines, and then I am gonna bombard and capture this world. Luckily, I have a depot right here. Actually, yeah, let me look at the battle report. I want to see... There we go. I want to see how things went. So let's see. So my ship did do the best. Mainly because I'm not sure if I entirely believe those railguns. I think this quote-unquote ship column is inflated for kinetics, because I think it's doing this is recording the damage before armor mitigation. So I'm always a little wary of kinetics in the ship column. That doesn't seem right. Okay, but next up was actually the Dictator. So it's a heavy cruiser. This is exactly what it should be doing. It should be engaging the enemy head-on and just bombarding it. Now the Annihilator rocket pods were actually a bit of a disappointment. I wonder if the point defense was too strong. But only 6,000 damage there. Okay, now let's look at these. Next up is the Ardea. Very nice. The Draconarius fighters had a field day. Next up was my officered Praetorian, not my Legionary. I think that's because it managed to do 9,600 damage with 2 Reapers. So that's a splash reaping there. Well, the HVDs did quite a bit to shields. Let's see, next up. Yep. So it did much less damage with his harpoons than normal. I think that's the strong point defenses. Alright. And my Ixons did really badly. Comparatively speaking. Comparatively speaking, they did really badly. So I think that station had very strong point defenses. That was enough to defeat a lot of my missile spam. Haha, production report. Anything good? Not this time. No more blueprints. That's a pity. Yeah, I could do that. I'll have to see if I have any javelins here. At least any mediums. Oh, there's an Olympus and a Matriarch. I don't have the money. I wish I had the money. Yeah, this is a beautiful set of ships. Let's see what kind of weapons there are here. I've noticed that the Imperium military is really terrible at stocking its own weapons. Oh, here are those javelins you were talking about. Let's see, 1,000 times 3, 12 ammo. Yeah, it is a Caesar for sale. It's kind of awesome. There are 2 Caesars, a Dominus, an Olympus, and a Matriarch for sale here. I wish I had the money. I don't have the money for anything except for maybe a Dominus. That would be a little extravagant. Yeah, let me try refitting this with the javelins. That is a good idea, new account. We'll see if they do better, and it's thematic anyway. I want II weapons on II ships. I mean, let's see, how much... Oh, mercenary. I don't want more... How much would you give me for... I mean, I'll sell the beta. I'll sell the gammas, but unfortunately, ooh. Well, let me see how I want to see those javelins in action. Let me throw up a Dominator. Where is the pristine Dominators? There they go. I want to see what those javelins do. I mean, I've got a couple alphas back home, but I'm also not really in a rush to upgrade to the Caesar. I like having the high burn speed. Alright, so that is 6 javelins. They do have quite a lot of hit points. Unfortunately, they're... Oh, there's one. Yeah, those have a lot of hit points. Some made it through, even though this thing is sporting multiple plaques. Alright. Let's see, so Dominators have very strong point defense. Let me see what that'll do against something with a little weaker point defense. Yeah, so throw an Eagle. I mean, this is a 28 deployment point ship, so with a level 20 officer on it, so of course it's going to win, but I want to see how they do. Oh, does the AI waste them? That's a pity. Alright. Now, does this officer have missile skills? I'm actually not sure if this officer has missile skills. I mean... Whew. Brutal. Just brutal. Yeah, unfortunately, Eagles can run away really well, but apparently not well enough. Alright, that's interesting. They're a little slow for my liking, but they're not terrible. Let me see what, do you have any harpoons here? No. Alright, we'll keep the javelins. We'll see how they do. Now let's see, I wanted to buy fuel, and I wanted to buy some marines. Now... Oh, this is gonna be expensive. Ooh, and I'm actually a little, Alright. My crew requirement is 1400. I have a little high crew. I'm actually going to sell off a few people. Goodbye, slaves. In order to buy more marines. There we go. No, salamanders on supports can be a good call. I kind of consider, like, if you have overwhelming missiles, like truly overwhelming missiles, then... Ooh, 312,000. If you have truly overwhelming missiles, then pylums can be good. If you have moderately overwhelming missiles... Oh man, 6 onslaughts. I don't know if I can win against 6 onslaughts. I don't think I can. 6 is a lot, especially with no demods. I might try it just for fun and then reload. But let me finish conquering Carthage. But if the ships are really just going to be only firing missiles every once in a while, then some salamander spam can actually be very effective. Alright, consider my military options. Now, I don't like that, so I am going to... Actually, hold on, let me just, I want to see if this ship has heavy industry. Excuse me, this planet has heavy industry. No, it doesn't. Okay, never mind. I was thinking about trying to raid for blueprints, but... Yeah, I was really impressed with Abaris the time that I had it as my ally. Alright, so I am going to do a tactical bombardment. There we go. So military operations disrupted. And then... now they only have 220 ground defense. And I will give it to my faction. And sure, I'll sell off the food. Okay. There's a Cabal fleet protecting your world. That's kind of great. Let's see, there's another IBB. Sure. Ooh, here's an agent for you, Hissing. Alright, so I will hire this agent, and let me show you. Mercenary officer. I don't want more carrier captains. I want more gunship captains. I love gunships. And there is the beautiful bombardment. Cool. So let me show you, Hissing, how to use a agent. Here's my agents. So let's see. It looks like here's something that someone else launched. So here's my new agent. So on the right, I can give it a new mission. Now this pulls up a slightly janky dialogue, but it gets the job done. So I can travel, raise relations, lower relations, destabilize market, sabotage industry, or destroy commodity stocks. Now let's see, do I actually want to do this anywhere? Am I at war with the Persian League? No, I'm allied with the Persian League. Alright. Alright. It's weird. I am going to send them to Corvus system, to Jungala. And I am going to try to get them to sabotage the... Oops. Shoot, something went wrong there. Sorry about that. So sabotage industry. So spaceport pretty much cripples the whole colony. Yeah, actually. I'll do for spaceport. No, hold on. So something's wrong. I'm having trouble setting the target of this mission. What am I doing wrong? I did this last game. Oh, you gotta travel for it first. Ah, of course. I had forgotten. Thank you, Eternal Soldat. I completely forgot. Alright, so here we go. Now when you hit travel, you can select the faction you want to go to, and you can select the target, which is going to be Jungala. I forgot how to use agents. My goodness. Okay, so that'll take them a while to go there. Thank you. So for both Hissing Walnuts and myself, there's the lecture on how to use an agent. All right. Saving. Now let's see. Let me just take a look at the weapons and everything now. Hey, there are some sledge cannons for sale. This is the first time in this entire game I've seen these medium sledge cannons. The II markets really just don't carry much. So this is an incredible weapon because it has 1500 range. This is a true siege gun. Now its DPS is pretty low at only 100, and even its damage per shot is quite low. Ah, okay, that explains why I haven't seen them. But in the right circumstances, I mean, you just fire your sledge cannons and nothing can fire back, because how are they supposed to fire back? Is the longest range weapon in the game. Or nearly it. Certainly longer than anything in the vanilla game. Let's see. There are another 4 of them for sale in the black market. This was a hegemony world. Why does it have so many II weapons? Okay. Well, I've bought them. I have them. And I'm just gonna sell back the food. Ah, it was an II world. Well then, there we go. Now, do I want these on any of my ships? I'm not sure I do, to be perfectly honest. They might be good picks eventually for my siege destroyers. Because when these start fighting many capitals, they could use the range. But for right now, I'm pretty happy. Oh, here we go. They're gonna go on my support destroyers. Yeah. Oh, I could also save it for the Caesar. Sure, I can save it for the Caesar. It's gonna be a while till I get one, but yeah. I'll have a ridiculously long-range Caesar. Okay, so now that that is retaken, I think I'm just gonna go clean up that pirate station. No reason for me to suffer a pirate station to live. And then I am going to learn some humility by attempting to take out. Do you want me to? You want me to call it Kaiser instead? Do you want me to use the Latin pronunciation? Sure, I will. When I get a Kaiser. Yes, yes, I know. So the Latin pronunciation C is hard. Hence Kaiser Wilhelm. Let's see. I mean, this would be the Parkai in Latin pronunciation. Anyway, enough of that. I will have my salad. Hello, station. So when I buy the salad, it will be incredibly long range. Which is fun. Let's see, so this is a 3-module tier 1 station. And it's peppering me with some kinetics. It has some razors. I might actually raise my flux a bit. But I've got a dual flak on the front, and it is doing short work of those fighters. Oh, that's good to know. So this Dominus, with player skills, it doesn't matter if it's triple DMod. The combat tree is just so powerful. Alright, you though, you need to get in there. You are disappointing me. So I'm gonna let my flux build up a little bit. There we go. Let's see, there are those javelins inbound. Let's see how they do. 3 hits, very nice. This station lacks point defense. Yes, so I actually did check. Even on the military market, so even paying that tax, it's it's 500,000 to buy a new Dominus, and it's 750,000 to repair this ship. So, as much as I love this particular ship, it is obsolete. Once I have the cash, and I feel like I need a stronger ship, I should just replace it. Alright, there we go. And let's see, it only has 100 defense. There we go. And I am just going to sell back the random loot. And there we go. So I have secured this system. I have secured this system for myself and my allies. Percy and League are my allies. Oh, that's cool. That is a little weird. Did they have high-tech ships? Okay, I am going to buy some fuel for my journey. Ah, I leveled up. Let's see. I'm good on the combat tree. Thank you for the alpha core, Scipion. It is weird for the pirates to have wolves and scarabs, though. Let's see, what do I want for this skill point? I only have a few skills left. I could start improving my fleet's fighters. That's probably the best. That's the best return on investment I'm gonna get. Yeah. Yeah, that's my best return from investment is this skill. Now, where is that? Where is my humble? Where is my death? Let's see, brown primary star. Wait a second, brown primary star. Isn't this also primary star? Uh-oh. Barren world and a brown primary star. Well, at least I have a fueling station nearby. It's probably one of these ones. Normally bounties don't spawn in your own system. Now, does Stray Dog have a way station? Oof, Stray Dog doesn't have a way station yet. Alright, so I'm gonna have to be careful on this trip to make sure I have enough fuel to go there and back. Alright. I think I'm okay. Yeah, I should be fine. Alright, so I'm gonna go out and try to take on six onslaughts with this fleet. It's not hopeless, but I really don't have very many heavy ships. I don't have many bombers. Okay, let's see. You are a carrier. I really want combat endurance for this ship. Should I roll the dice? And target analysis is really good. Yeah, I'm gonna roll the dice. I'll see what the last skill is. How about this ship? This is a steady ship with missiles. I don't want it to become a second-rate carrier. And here's a carrier captain. Alright, there goes my officers. I mean, if you can flank them, onslaughts are weak, and if you can't flank them, they're strong. Alright, I am going to drop off my loot, just because I'm going in the same direction. I'll drop off my loot, I'll refuel, and then I'll see if I can do this foolish fight. That's a big bounty for... Oh. That's a Cabal with a Paragon. That's fun. So I see that a whole bunch of people are watching the stream. Awesome. I am playing as Interstellar Imperium. I just conquered a few systems in a world, and now I am going to go do a slightly foolhardy bounty that I may need to reload from. But for right now, I'm just dropping off my winnings. And let's see, any blueprints waiting for me that I might have missed? No. Alright, loading up on fuel. I'll load up on some supplies. I love flying onslaughts because there's this beautiful little shuffle dance you can do with them, where first you engage head-on with the TPCs at long range, and then you... I like this fleet? Yeah. And then you tilt about 20 degrees to the side so you can get both your large mounts. It's fun to pilot them. And I don't feel like going through all these storms, so I'm just going to take a detour. So my agent has arrived at Jungala. I'm not going to activate them yet. I'm not really... I mean, sure. Why not? Just to see how it works. So if you take your agent, now that it's at the place, I am going to sabotage the spaceport. And it's going to cost me 120,000 to do that. Alright. No way. I don't have that much money to spare right now. I only have 430,000, and my colonies need the money. Speaking of colonies, Asmodeus, my high-hazard, excellent resource world that I put an alpha core on, now has their mining done. So this is actually producing more export in ore than this can give because its access is low. So I am going to want... So this is actually mainly wasted, this ultra-rich ore deposit. But once I upgrade the megaport, that will help a lot. But for right now, I am just going to build a low-tech station. I just need some defense on these worlds. Alright. In the meantime, though, it's actually giving me good profit. 24,000 is not bad from a brand new colony. Is it normal for salvagers to consistently beat pirates? Well, I mean, salvagers can have really big fleets. I wouldn't expect them to beat a pirate invasion force, but they can beat a lesser pirate fleet for sure. Okay, let me check that production report. Just some weapons. I think my blueprints were kind of a fluke. Now, I am going to save and see how I can do in this fight. So this is a 6 capital enemy fleet. I said this is a 6 capital enemy fleet. There we go. Oh boy. Oh my god, this was a terrible idea. So, 6 onslaughts, 2 heavy cruisers, 4 Moras, an Eagle, couple light cruisers. Ooh boy. Ooh boy. This was a terrible idea. My fleet doesn't have heavy ships. Okay, I can't even deploy my whole battle line plus the escort carrier. So I think I'm gonna leave off. Do I really want to leave off one of my Praetorians? They're really good. I do like... No, I don't. These are interceptor ships. I need smashers. Alright, we're going to take that comm relay. I'm going to be relying on my Dominus here. And relying on this dictator to form a battle line. It might be a good... Drop the Legionary, it's just going to get killed. I will never drop the Legionary. Never. I love this Legionary. Look at this beautiful loadout. Beautiful railguns and assault chain guns. And expanded missile racks and ECCM with harpoons. I have actually been extremely happy with it. And it just did that. So, I mean, it was only a lasher, but still, that's always nice to watch. Okay, now... Alright. Ugh, you're so slow. You're so slow. Is that an SO Sunder? It is an Esso Sunder. Very nice. Alright, time for me to get in here and throw my weight around. Alright. This Ixon is going to get destroyed, or at least punished. Oh, no, never mind. It has help. Yep. There we go. And Reaper. Let's see, I want to back off a little bit. I don't like being this close to the enemy. My ship has range. There's no reason for it to be this close. How are things going? The Legionary is about to destroy the Sunder. Beautiful. Beautiful. Dictator is moving up. I'm actually going to give the Dictator specific eliminate command to move forward. Now this comm relay defense is costing me a few ships. I'm going to remove it. And I want to smash this before anything heavier arrives. I really just want to kill all these cruisers. Alright. This is going great. This is going really well. There's the first onslaught, but so far my fleet has stuck together and has been just murdering the enemy's light ships. Alright, there's the onslaught with its long-range guns. I am going to back off just a tiny bit. Now, this eliminate command can end. I don't want my ships going in too much, but I have a good line of battle, and this Dictator is doing its job. I'm going to engage this Mora. I'm actually just going to kind of ignore the Paragon for ignore the onslaught for a little while. Take out these fighters before they get too annoying. I love you. I love this Legionary. Let's see, I'm gonna quick vent. Hey, that's an overload. Very nice. Legionary, no! Get out of there! Alright, I need to back off a little bit. Just because I don't want to fight an onslaught by myself in a D-mod battlecruiser. But I can shield tank its TPCs for a little while. And vent. Okay. So far, things are going great. This Legionary is amazing. I never want to lose it. I think it's going to get this kill really easily. Let's see, so my fleet is starting to string a little bit, and I don't like that. These are also support ships here. Okay. How are things going down here? I mean, they're going pretty well. I'm going to leave this alone for now, and hopefully it'll survive. I'm going to try to go this way, draw this onslaught, and focus fire this onslaught. So once these finish with this, they should flank. That is my hope. Alright, in the meantime, you are being a little annoying. And you're kind of fluxed up. Alright, that wasn't too bad. I took some damage crossing in front. But, oh, poor little destroyer. You don't have the, Oh, shoot. I overloaded myself. Okay, are you two done? You two are done. Get that kill and come down here. Let's see, things are not going super well on this flank. It's just a lot of enemies. So I'm actually going to put... I don't want the defend order there. Now I'm going to put this defend order on, but I'm going to tell these two to escort me. I want these ships to pull back and form a battle line again, but I don't want to collapse totally back in. Okay. Destroyer, you're really doing a good job, but you need to get out of there a little bit. Alright, there goes that. Whoops. Ooh, I'm really glad I have a dual flak on the front of this thing. Oh, Jesus. Praetorian. Alright. So unfortunately, I've killed so many of the enemy's small ships. That they have 4 onslaughts on the field now. I need to start killing them. I need to start killing these onslaughts. Alright. Alright. Let's see if I can start doing this. Oh, forgot there was another onslaught there. This is going very poorly. Whoops. Well, I would like you all to give my best to the survivors of this debacle. I had 3 onslaughts pointed at me. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, my beautiful fleet. That was terrible piloting. Alright. I'm not playing Iron Man. I'm going to try this fight one more time. I think I know what I did wrong. So normally in this kind of fight, you want to kill the small ships first. So the general strategy is you kill the small ships, you isolate the big ones, and then you gang up on them. But when you have 3 or 4 onslaughts forming a battle line, it's not going to work. So I think Eternal Soldat is right. I need to kill the onslaughts when they're not near each other. So my battle size is at 500. I could probably make it a little larger, but I'd have to go into the setting size to do that. 500 usually works pretty well for me. Now I will point out that I am flying a 3D mod flagship, so... Oof. 3 onslaughts. No, I'm not gonna cheese it that way. I'm not playing Iron Man. I'm gonna play this fight a couple times, and if I can't win it, I'm just gonna fly away. You know, I'm not doing a hardcore run here. I'm just having fun. Although I will say that right up until it died to the onslaught, that legionary was kicking ass. Da, 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 da. Legionary, you're so reckless. You also just got a kill. Nice job. Alright, so there's an onslaught. I'm actually going to let my fleet duke it out here. I gotta kill the onslaughts when they're not supported by other onslaughts. That's the big lesson I learned from my last fight. I mean, there's nothing wrong with beating up on the enemy, but... Alright, one of my frigates took a bad hit. That happens, unfortunately. Alright, there's this onslaught. The other onslaught is behind it. Maybe I can just go like 1, 2, 3. Alright, you Dominator, or Dictator, you get up here and help me with that onslaught. Yes, this is the same Legionary I used to solo an onslaught. Alright, we're just gonna exchange fire at medium range. My dual flak should do a pretty good job. Well, actually, I'm winning this duel pretty handily. Quick vent, because there's no missiles inbound. And shields back online. Alright, so that went okay, but I didn't get like I didn't get a definitive amount of damage done. I just damaged its front armor a little bit. Alright. Okay, my ships are doing really well. I need to remove that Illuminate order. Otherwise this is going to get in over its head. This side of my fleet is going just fine. This kind of ship should be able to kite for days. The onslaughts are just surrounded. So I did some damage. I pierced its front armor, but not a definitive kill, or by any means. There's the overload. And there was the overkill. Now that Legionary should be able to kill that Eagle without too much trouble. Yep. The Legionary just straight up murdered an Eagle. I think that Onslaught might have just helped me. Alright, so these Onslaughts are back to back. I'm actually gonna remove that command. Let's get a eliminate on that Mora. I'm just gonna try to get the full might of my fleet to just punch through the enemy. Let's just try force concentration. And I'm gonna try to flux up this onslaught. Okay, the Mora's dead. I'm gonna try to use the same tactics on the onslaught. So I'm leaving my I'm leaving my fleet really vulnerable. If these enemies come in and hit them from behind, it could go real bad. But I need to concentrate force. So I'm holding off one. I need them to kill the other. This wonderful, wonderful beast is just it's just beautiful. It's just doing its thing. Alright, you're retreating. We're just gonna concentrate all force. Everything I've got on this onslaught. Ooh, that's a brave little destroyer. Okay, I'm covering the javelins with my body. Let's see if some of them can make it in for the kill. Woo! There go those javelins. Good call, whoever told me about those. Woo! Alright. That's one onslaught down. I mean, it's got a Reckless Officer, so it's kind of already doing search and destroy. Now, the enemy has 5 more onslaughts, so I need to kill this one before these other ships die. I can't let the enemy deploy all its onslaughts at once. So let's get another eliminate. Actually, I agree with Angry About Elves. I don't want it overextending, because it's so fast that it can extend overextend extremely easily. All right. It's also under heavy fire. So there's my dictator, giving long-range railgun fire. I am going to move in and start my bombardment with this beautiful lance. Whew. All right. Okay, quick vent. Yes, the vent was quick enough that I only caught a couple torpedoes. No, poor little frigate. Yes, that's it. You're skinny. Dodge those shots. Dodge those shots for all you're worth. Ooh. Yeah, my Praetorian, it did a good job, but are you still tangling with a frickin' brawler? Disappointing. Yeah, it was doing a good job. Okay, so I need you to get up there. You can't be hiding behind me here. I need your firepower. Oh, cool. Alex put me on the Twitter. That's awesome. Yeah, I mean the brawler's doing a good job. It's stopping my it's stopping that ship from helping me. Alright, I need to find a spare moment to vent. Alright, Dictator. Nice! Actually, this Dictator's doing really, really well. Let's see, Mora just died. This guy can keep fighting. They're long range. Okay, look at this battle line, though. Look at that battle line. Oh, that is, we need to swing right. Oh, nice. You kill that. Then we need to swing right and use them to body block each other. Oops. Okay. I just did a command. I'm not sure what it is. Nope, 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 nope. Oh god. That's a problem. Okay, I managed to back off thanks to overdrive. Okay, my legionary is starting to get lowered combat readiness. Alright, Dictator. Alright, Dictator. It's time for me to try to protect you. That's right. If me and this Dictator can keep doing this, if we can keep doing this 1-2, where I go forward to cover it and it vents, and then I go back and it covers me, then we're going to be able to take these. I'm going to back off. And I'm going to vent. Now, it's fresh again. Okay. Oh god, little Ixon. Oh, that's not going to go well. Okay, I'm going to start losing ships. Oh boy. They all have annihilators too. The most powerful missile on an onslaught. Okay. Well, I want my ships to kite. These destroyers should be able to kite that enemy. Alright. Alright. Let's see. I can deploy some carriers. That'll help a little bit. Okay, pulling back. Oh god. Alright, I'm actually gonna put an avoid order over here. This reckless officer, I never found a good replacement. Alright, that's 3 onslaughts down. The avoid order is actually working really nicely. Ah, you beautiful ship. Yeah, you two. You three just finished getting that kill. Alright. This dictator is massively proving its worth. By covering me all those times. Oh, you have harpoons. Lovely. Yeah, you're dead. You're getting burn drived. Alright, I am gonna get rid of this though, and put and eliminate all of y'all. Get on it. I'm gonna cover this one. You two kite and don't die. Man, those Scudams were a good call. Alright. There we go. Did it kill the Ixon? It did kill the Ixon. So I've lost both my Ixons this fight. They got bursted down. But I mean, this is completely surrounded, and it's about to get dual assault chain guns in the butt. So that ship's dead. This little destroyer is holding off the onslaught. It's time for me to go and save it. Meanwhile, you've gotten behind, and you've disabled its engines. Oh, HVDs. HVDs to the rescue. And I'm in danger of suffering malfunctions. That's not great. I've been abusing this system a lot, and it's cost me a lot of CR. Oh, it's already dead. Nice job. Okay, everyone. Let's finish this pig. Boom. Alright. Well, that went much better than the first time. So my first fight, I got, yeah, the Legionary does die occasionally. I've had to replace it once. But when as long as it doesn't die, it does amazing. So I killed a big fleet for 2 Ixons and an Invictus. Not bad. Alright. Go, my support destroyer, go! Destroy an improbably large number of enemies because the thing has worked. Okay, so... Oh, increased maintenance. Screw it, I like it. And I get a nice 14... Nah, sorry Invictus, your time is over. I got a nice 14 battlecruiser to put in display. I suppose I could take these other ones back too. Saga, direct fuel injectors, unreliable subsystems. I'll just take one of these, and this might seem really weird to take both of these. I'm gonna drop this one off at this. I'm gonna drop this one off at this nearby colony. So it's gonna form part of my emergency colony defense fleet, should I need one. And a nice amount of loot. And I gotta mothball these right away. There we go. Ooh, I'm a little over there. Drop the metals. Yeah, I'm not playing an industry run, so the demods are really painful. Okay, well that was actually a really nice fight the second time through. First time through, I got cornered and killed, but second time through, just a beautiful fight. Now, I want to take a look at the combat analytics, and I want to see how my ships did. So the flagship did really well. I love the Dominus. But, let's see, so the Dominus, 150 prorated deployment points. But look at this frickin' Legionary! God, look at this! So I tweaked the loadout to give it, no, brick sounds, that's terrible! I'm so sorry. So I changed the loadout on this Legionary to give it 2 assault chain guns. Those 2 assault chain guns did 132,000 ship damage. It soloed 2 cruisers and 2 destroyers, and it got massive assists on more heavy ships. Oh, I need to get more of these. I have reckless officers. I need to put more of them on. So the assault chain guns were the star of the show for such a long fight. The railguns did their jobs. They did a whole bunch of shield damage. 4 Reapers apparently did 30,000 ship damage. I highly recommend Reckless if you get the good officer for it. So those four Reapers, every single one of them hit, and they each did a hell of a lot of damage because this is a high level officer. In contrast, the Harpoons, it looks like a lot of Harpoons got shot down, but they still did 21,000 ship damage, so they weren't wasted. I've seen the Harpoons top 30,000 by themselves. Okay, next up was the Ardea. So this is my 4 HVD variant, and it looks like those HVDs did a real good job. Almost 100,000 HVD damage. The Draconarius did great. Next up was my Dictator, doing most of its damage with an HE Solus cannon. So you can see this thing barely, I think it's just 4 HVDs on this, right? I think it's 4 HVDs. So this ship barely fought. That's not true, it fought a lot. It didn't fight any of the small ships. All the small ships got taken out by other things. But this, like, in the middle of the fight, let's see, Brick Sounds, take a look below the stream. I have my mod lists, and I'm playing Glory to the Empire right now. So this ship was absolutely crucial to success for me. It did great. However, the javelins only landed a single hit. That's disappointing. Maybe two javelins. For 30 OP and 3 medium mounts, I kind of wanted more success. I might, let's see, Scipion says to switch the front turret to a Mauler. I think I might do that. It's a really good idea. It's not too overfluxed at the moment. I was watching it during the battle, and while it was raising flux, most of that was shield flux. My HVD Praetorian laid down a huge amount of fire. Ah, poor Ixon, you were too reckless. The Korean did surprisingly well. That's the Sagittarius gun. I think this is lying. The reason why I think this is lying is I don't think this is taking into account armor damage reduction, and this is a frag gun. I think this should be reduced by at least 3/4. Let's see, Praetorian. Very nice, very nice. Very cool. Alright. So that was actually, second time through, quite successful. Oh, some railguns. I will never say no to railguns. Ah, interesting. Link the javelins. I will link the javelins. I've never used javelins before. Considering installing more guns on this ship. If I buy a new one and get rid of the faulty power grid, I'm definitely installing more guns. I think these front Vulcans are kind of superfluous with the dual flak. I might change these to more railguns. Alright. There we go. That is... I'll do one more time for luck. There's a lot of things to be found. And there we go. That is a very large bounty. Now, I finally have some cash. So let me see how my colonies are doing. So Asmodeus is building a station. This is going to be my prime source for minerals and volatiles. So eventually it'll grow, but it's fine for now. I'll boost it up to size 4. No reason not to. Let's see, Stray Dog. Currently it just has tech mining, but it's also defending itself. And it has growth incentives. I recommend using Alpha Cores brick sounds. They're extremely powerful, but you need to be careful because if you use them before you can handle expeditions, the hegemony might be a little bit upset. So eventually this is going to become an all-purpose planet, but for now I'm just tech mining. So for those of you who don't know, if you scroll over tech mining and read the text, the vast ruins here offer incredible potential for valuable finds. These ruins have been stripped of easy pickings, but the more difficult areas remain filled with promise. So there's still more stuff on this world. So the way tech mining works is that the amount of stuff you get decreases exponentially. So you can keep an eye on the description, and once it says that they've been like picked clean, that there's nothing left, you're free to remove tech mining. Let's see. Stryer says, if you put your ships in storage at one of your colonies, do they assist in colony defense? No, they don't, unfortunately. They don't assist in defense, but you can... oops. What I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to leave one of those onslaughts at Stray Dog, and it won't help in the defense, but if I happen to come back, and for whatever reason there's, like, say the AI has, like, you know, these fleets that I see posted on the forums of 10 capitals in each fleet and 5 fleets, so you're fighting 50 capitals. Yeah, I'd want some help for that one. So this is basically just a little backup for me, just in case. Let me just quickly look at the loadout on this thing. Not very good. I'm just going to give this a basic loadout and then leave it behind. Let's see, Scipion says, yeah, that the Vulcans are superfluous. The only reason I put them on is because I'm already overfluxed a little bit, and just in case this... I'm always wary of only having one source of point defense. Because if you only have one source and it gets disabled by accident, you can be in real trouble. But yeah, I think I'm going to change them out for railguns. Speaking of not having any point defense... Oh, dual flax. Very nice. Alright, now let's put on some large mounts. Hephaestus will work. And you can be... I could put another dual flak on, but I am just going to put... Let's see. Yes, I agree. What's the holy fuck for, Scipion? Is it because I'm leaving these Aegis flat cannons on? Yes. I'm considering replacing them, to be perfectly honest. This is too much point defense. There we go. Keep it in, it's glorious. Sure. Sure, whatever. I will keep it in. Now let's see, this build desperately wants some HE. I'm going to put some HVDs to back up the sides, and I'm going to put some railguns. Now, this thing has a faulty power grid, and pretty much the best it can do is getting up to 1,000 flux. Oh, this ship is so overfluxed. So overfluxed. Yes, overkill. Yeah, all Astral Fleet is pretty much the definition of of overkill. Let's see. You're gonna get a heavy autocannon, and I'm just gonna put a couple railguns, but it's just so much flux. There we go. Now let's look at its mods. It's gonna get hardened shields, because I think pretty much every ship should get hardened shields. Yeah, so ITU, armored weapon mounts, auxiliary thrusters, flux distributor. I'm actually gonna get rid of the insulated engines, and I'm gonna trade out that for heavy armor, like Scipion. Like Scipion is suggesting. 40, huh? So this loadout is a little peculiar. I'm only ever going to... Oh shoot, you're right. I always thought that those converged. Well, I normally do single flax for all 4 of these. So I love hardened shields. I just love hardened shields. I think it's one of the best hull mods in the game. I think hardened shields is actually better than heavy armor, even for an onslaught. I know that's a little bit heretical, but all ships tank damage to the shields, especially under AI control. It doesn't matter if they're armor tanks, they are going to take shots on the shield. Let's see, Bricksound says you usually keep a tug with your fleet. I usually don't, but so far I've been running a battle cruiser which has speed 8 by itself, and then speed 9 with the skill. Now, it's just, it's an AI thing. I mean, here, let me take that ship. Let me take that ship and give it some CR. And let me put it up against, another onslaught. Efficiency overall is a trap on any combat ship. You should never have efficiency overhaul on a combat ship. That's my thoughts on it. Now, some people disagree with me. Some people really like efficiency overhaul, but I will never install it on one of my combat ships. I mean, you can just see that, you know, the ship is taking shots on the shields. That was AI control, by the way. And if I didn't have the hardened shields, you know, it would be 1/3 higher. Oops, no, autopilot, I want to show autopilot. Oh, that was a ballsy vent. Ballsy vent. Not sure I would have done that, AI. I know. Yeah, and exactly what Angry About Elves says. Yeah, it's a demod you voluntarily put on your own ship. Alright. I might be wrong about hardened shields on an onslaught, but I'm not wrong about efficiency overhaul. Efficiency overhaul is a trap. This is going to make a nice ship to help defend this base. So now that I've put all of these beautiful hull mods on it, I am going to repair... Nope, wrong one. I am going to repair it up for too many supplies, and I am going to store it. So now my world of Stray Dog has an extra capital waiting for me, just in case I need to do an epic defense here. Cool. And I'm just going to take this one home for a trophy. And let's see, these want captains, but I'm tired of losing them. So... yes. I'm actually not going to put my Reckless Officers back on these Ixons. I'm just going to get some more Legionaries. Let's see, you leveled up, and your last skill is either going to be Missile Specialization or Evasive Action. Darn, didn't get what I wanted, but Missile Specialization it is. Your last skill is apparently going to be Evasive Action, because I'm not turning you into a crappy carrier. And you're a carrier captain. Oh yeah, you can get gunnery. That'll help you stay at range. Alright, so my number one takeaway from that battle is that I want more dictators to hold the line. My line destroyers are nice, but they just can't hold the line against capitals very well. And I want more Praetorians. Excuse me, legionaries. I want more legionaries. These things are 14 recovery costs for a reason. Alright. Let's see, I do need some people. So, that was a successful battle. Let me see if there's any more bounties in the region. Let's see, that's the one that I just killed. There's nothing else really out here. I could go beat up on some phase ships and carriers, but let's see. Near Frozen World in a binary star system in the Watson constellation. That will be... Let's see, Jenna Barak. Ah, that'll be in Gamma Watson, huh? Let's see. Frozen World. Does Gamma Watson have a Frozen World? It does. So I'm guessing that's over there. So I am going to go back down to Cordians. Ugh, where's Cordians? Oh, Cordians is all the way over there. Well, I do need to get to Cordians, because I need to drop off my prize. And that ship has slowed me down massively. Oops, no. There are so many storms in that region. That's one of my ships. That's always nice. Now, I really want a pristine nanoforge at some point. Maybe I should raid, maybe I should get together a crap ton of Marines and start raiding. That might be a good idea. Alright, so that base is... Oh, it's up here. Alright. I mean, it's fighting the hegemony, so I guess I don't really mind that very much, but... Ah, there's an Imperium bounty. Am I gonna get that Imperium on Imperium flight? I don't believe an AI does. I think it just reduces the maintenance costs and increases the production. I don't think it does. Ooh. Okay. I'm doing this next because I want to see if I can steal that matriarch. Yes, I want a matriarch. I don't care if I have to pull it out of someone else's hands. Oh, nope. Let's see, I'm dropping this off. Alright. Time to do my storage drop off. I do have some alphas. I have 2 alphas left. I just haven't really needed them for anything yet. Oh, so he's saying walnuts, and alpha will improve heavy industry quality. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Normally I just get a pristine nanoforge and then you don't need one, but I've had terrible luck finding one this game. Alright. My colonies. This is not building anything. I should have it build something. It's still growing. It has it could use a battle station. Yeah, I'm gonna upgrade this. Oh god, it's all my money. Nope, not gonna upgrade it. Upgrade it to a megaport. Sure. That's going to take 150 days, which is an incredible amount of time. But that'll increase my accessibility and increase my profits. Alright, how about Asmok? So this is my production center with heavy industry. So this has a battle station, so I did upgrade that. I suppose it could also use an upgrade, I just don't have it. I know. Stray Dog needs a way station. Really, really needs a way station. Okay, that's what I really needed. Woo! Congratulations, Brick Sounds. I'm extremely happy for you. I love it when you get really good loot. Okay, so let me tweak loadouts just a bit. I agree with, yep, just AI cores. I agree with folks that those are a little superfluous. I am going to put some more railguns on my Dominus. Now that really pushes the flux a little bit to the limit. Now, because I did that, let me see if I have another Solus cannon. So this is a lot of... 6 railguns is a good amount of kinetic damage. I am going to increase my HE damage by putting on something else here. Let's see, I'd love another Solus. I really like Soluses. I suppose I could do a heavy Mauler, but let's see, 1.13 versus 1.1. No, I'm gonna steal a Solus. I am sorry, my poor line destroyers. You've served me so well, but now I need to loot your weapons. Because I need those heavy HE guns on my big ships. What the shit? Farm for 12 alphas and 100 gammas? Nicely done. Okay, so I am going to take off this Solus cannon, and I'm going to replace it with... I'm going to replace it with a heavy Mauler. It's a loss in DPS, so I do want to get another Solus cannon for it if I can find one. Actually, wait, do I have the blueprint? No, I just have the autocannon. I don't have the Solus yet. Darn. You want me to put an assault chain gun on this? I mean, I'm using the Imperial Elite, so I'm not getting a big range boost. I actually like being able to have some range on this ship. I'm actually not going to put an assault chain gun on. I'm sorry. I just think it's not that fast a ship, and I don't like getting all that close. So I think I'm going to stick to the 700 range band. Now, one thing I noticed is that these Vulcans, this turret doesn't go very far over, and now this is farther back. Well, I hope that's going to work. Let me try this new configuration against an onslaught, since I was just fighting so many onslaughts. So, I mean, the Soluses, they have double the range of assault chain guns. I'm just not sure I want to get that close. Oops. Ah, those Scudams. The Scudams are fantastic. I think Nerazol told me to put the Scudams on. That was a really good call. Like, I like, you know, if I'm using Solus, I can duel and then back off when I need to. But if I'm using the assault chain gun, I'm really, really committing. Yeah, I like this build. I really like six railguns and two Solus cannons. I'm even more overfluxed, but you know what? That can. It's just what it is. I haven't tried the Sebastos yet. I should try a Sebastos. I've been trying different ships. Let's see. This ship did really well, so I thought I'd show it off. This had great stats. So this is just a kite. It has the targeting package and the ITU. It's got 4 HVDs, so its DPS is acceptable. You know, that's acceptable DPS from 4 HVDs. Really, it's the range. It's going to have 1400 plus 300, so this has 1700 range. And then it's got these for HE damage, the Draconarius. So this loadout's been doing quite well, even if it's a little light in DPS. Okay, now let's see, is there anything else I wanted to do? Let me just quickly look over my variants. These are fine. Alright, I am gonna go do a Imperium on Imperium fight. That sounds fun. We're gonna see how this Matriarch does. Welcome back with your soda, Scipion. So ship weapon mod is really fun. It adds a lot of cool stuff to the game. I'm having a blast with Interstellar Imperium. This is the first time I've played it in this version. I played the previous version a lot. Okay, so they're an Azure world in a nebula in the Erin system. So I have 2 nebulas, but that's okay. You're right. It's not there for DPS. It's there for shield pressure, engine pressure, you know, disable pressure, and then the and then the Draconarius actually do pretty good HE damage. I haven't saved in a while, or maybe I have and I'm just being paranoid. Did I leave without buying fuel? Oh, I totally did. Well, I'll be fine. Aha! Orbital station's done at Stray Dog, so that has some defenses. Production report. Let's see, did I get lucky? No. Got a wasp. Yes, everyone save. Everyone save. Do the F5 dance. Now, I am going to do a little trick, which is a little bit of a cheat, but I hate scouring nebulas. So, bounties, Imperium, room to have in the Epsilon Aran Nebula. Yes, so Epsilon Aran. So they are in this nebula near an Azure world. That's an Azure world. Scipion, what kind of soda did you get? Alright. Maybe I shouldn't have saved when it was burning in. It's a big fleet. That's a big fleet. Alright. They do have very few officers, though. They have a level 15 and level 18. The Matriarch is armed with Infirmer, Vicarious, Infernas, and Scudums. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper is a solid soda choice. I applaud you. Ooh, 4 light needlers. Okay. Alright, 4 railguns. These things have some kinetic DPS on them. Yeah, that's a big ship. That's a big ship. I'm gonna have to be quite careful. However, wow, it's the same as last time. I just don't have enough DP. You know what? I need my interceptors. I feel weird not deploying my line of battle destroyers. They've been with me for a long time, but I need interceptors if I am going to have any chance of locking this down. Okay, we're just going to assault over there. Now, last fight, I did start... Oh. Oh shit, they have full ECCM. Okay. Alright. Alright, this fight just keeps better and better. I might actually need to... well, as we kill the enemy, the ECM will get better and better. And funnily enough, my beautiful, beautiful Legionary has... oh no, it doesn't have ECCM. Well, false. I thought it had ECCM. That was fast. Okay, there's the enemy. Looks like we're gonna clash. Head on. I want to get in here and try to slaughter these destroyers and get this ECM rating better. Alright, Praetorian, don't overextend too much. It's not overextending, it's just killing the enemy. That's a lot of javelins. A lot of javelins for a destroyer. Got the job done, though. Solus is a great gun. I am quite impressed with it. I didn't quite get the kill there, but that ship is not coming back into the fight. Alright. You're overloaded. I am actually going to back off and just use my system for events. Alright. So my frames are murdered, but the enemy is not doing very well. Not doing very well at all. I am chewing through them. I wonder if that Matriarch is even on the field yet. Let's see, there's that dual flak. Let's take out these Ixon. A lot of missiles. There we go. Now I need to activate the system both to increase my max flux and just to allow me to back off a little bit. There we go. How goes the kiting? The kiting goes okay, but you're actually getting bullied a little bit. Where's my murder ship? Hello, murder ship. Go over there and help out. Alright, now you... there's no... I see you, wings. I see you back there. There's a Matriarch somewhere back there. Quick vents. And let's kill this Ixon. Oh, hello there. Oh, this Dominus. The 6 railguns instead of 4, and then the 2 Solus is a major upgrade in firepower. Major, major upgrade in firepower. Oh, hey, there's a Matriarch. That's what I get for being, Yes, I have 2 Soluses on this now. I had 1, now I have 2. Alright. I'm actually going to take this Eliminate order off for now. You're in the region, so you should do well. I guess you're just kind of beating up on some destroyers, good for you. Beating up on a frigate, good for you. This should be fine. 2 Soli, Quantum of Soluses. Yes, it's a Scutum on Scutum duel. Now, I am going to activate my system. And I think it's time for me to kill a Matriarch. Oh! Or take some HE damage to the side. So I wasn't paying attention. There go the soulless cannons. With 300 damage per shot, they're really quite excellent at crushing heavy armor. They're expensive at 15 OP, but they do a lot of damage. Boy, that Matriarch has a lot of armor, though. Alright. Let's see, so Mayan Anger, if you scroll down to below, you can see my mod list. So almost every single ship on screen is Interstellar Imperium. I've never played them before this playthrough, at least in this version. I'd played them in past versions. You beautiful ship, keep murdering. And I've been having a blast playing them. Alright. Well, I mean, I think if you load up the page by default, you can't see it. I think it's below the normal page view. But these Sebastoses are doing a pretty good job at keeping me busy, but they're paying a heavy price for it. They're not getting through my shields. And I'm going to kill them one after the other. So they bought the Matriarch a little time, and my flux is high. But boy, are they getting beat up for it. Okay. Matriarch retreating? I hope not. It doesn't have enough damage to retreat. Da-da-da. Go, Reaper, go! You can do it! It did! Nice! I love those little destroyers. They always come through. Now that I know how to use them, they always come through. Oh, the Soluses have crushed the front armor on that Dictator. I almost feel bad for it. Okay. Actually, I want an eliminate order on that. Just go get it. Go get it, people. I'm gonna finish off this cruiser on the side and then join you. There goes that missile support. Alright, so let's see. My Dictator is now squaring off with the Matriarch. And it... Oh! Boy, oh boy. I just got EMP'd to shit. What was that? I wasn't looking. Don't EMP all my guns out when I'm not looking. How rude. Okay, so this is overloaded. There's the Reapers. Ah, only one made it through, but still. You both have more Reapers. I see your Reapers. Yes, yes. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. I have no idea what EMP'd me. I might watch the stream again later to see what the hell happened. It knocked out my knocked out every single gun on my ship. All right. Oh yeah, I'll shoot a Pursue in there. Go, my single frigate. Go! Destroy multiple cruisers. Because auto recovery. Increase maintenance. I don't have the skills. It's gonna cost me 120 supplies per month. So, yeah, I mean, it depends on your... My destroyers have been doing exceptionally well because they're so long-ranged. Short-range destroyers get into trouble. Okay, so I got the Matriarch, so I'm gonna take it, but it has increased maintenance, which is rough. Why is it only plus 30 now? And it has malfunctioning comms, which means that you know, it has 6 fighter wings, 7 fighter wings. 6 fighter wings? 7 fighter wings? Hold on. 6 fighter bays. Used to have 7. Yeah, the malfunction comms is really disappointing on it. And I don't need any of those. I can build Praetorians. Cool. I mean, I did get a matriarch. Even with these demods, this is a powerful capital ship. Okay. Well, the thing about restoring this is it's going to cost me more to restore this and buy it than buy it, and like you know, these things have been popping up on my military market, so I will take it back to my homeworld and I'll keep it there. So this ship is an aberration. God, this is a beautiful, beautiful ship. I am so happy with this build. Ay, ay. Maybe I should replace these harpoons with Typhoon Reapers. The harpoons were absolutely amazing when fighting smaller ships. It could just destroy destroyer after destroyer. But now that I'm fighting cruisers and capitals, maybe I should swap these into torpedoes or sabos. Okay, I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think about what I want to do with those missile slots. Nah, I can build these. I don't want them. Yeah, I will keep it as an emergency defense ship. It's a hell of an emergency defense ship. Oops. Yeah, maybe I'll just keep the harpoons. Let me look at the battle report. Let's just see how it did. I want to see how the harpoons did. So my Dominus was on top. It did really well. Oh, the Dictator was next. Cool. So this had a good fight this time. The railguns did a bunch of shield damage. I don't believe that armor damage. A lot of javelin hits this time. Yep. Linking them was a great call. Thank you for that. Apparently it was brawling with its Vulcans. And the Solus cannons did a great job. Cool. Next up was the Ardea with 4 assists. The HVDs did their job. The Draconarius did their job. Yeah, I had the harpoons unlinked before because 8 harpoons was excessive for frigates. But now that I'm fighting bigger ships, I might do that. Let's see, Ixon was next, followed by my Legionary. So the Legionary actually had a quote-unquote bad fight. So this after battle screen is really nice. This comes from the Combat Analytics mod. So my Legionary actually had a bad fight compared to previous fights. It still did 82,000 damage and 50,000 ship damage. It's interesting. It couldn't close the gap. So last time I was looking at the Legionary, its assault chain guns were massive damage dealers. This time, it looks like it couldn't get into range too much. So its assault chain guns only did 12,000, while its Reapers did 18 and the harpoons did 18. Interesting. All right. A lot of shield damage from the railguns. Yeah, I think all these damage numbers in Combat Analytics, all the damage numbers are before armor damage reduction. So like this railgun, 6,400 ship damage, that's not true. Yeah, like those railguns did not do 6,400 ship damage. They did not do 19,700 ship damage. Just no. All right, and my other ships did nicely. No particular surprises here. HVDs are still doing excellent. Let's see. So Hissing Walnuts, you need to have larger colonies, and you also need to build the, instead of a patrol headquarter, you need to upgrade it into a military base and then upgrade that again. Unfortunately, it takes an industry slot, so I haven't done that yet. Now, let's see. I've got money again, so I'm going to upgrade to a megaport. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, I have looked over my ships enough. It's time to see if there's any bounties. Alright, there's this pirate base. I'm gonna go pop a pirate base. That's really easy. How's my fuel situation? Because this matriarch is gonna suck down 11 fuel per light year. Yeah. Yeah, I can go up and over. That should be fine. Yeah, an alpha core will also increase production. Core Dragon is correct. Oh, I'm over crew capacity. Was that cold? Was that a little too cold? Someone will pick them up. You know, eventually. Okay, that was too cold. Welcome to this sector. Your lives are cheap. Oh, hey! Oh, cool. So there's another bounty in the same system as the pirate base. So I'm going to pick up a lot of money. Alright, Scipion. Well, thanks for dropping by. It's always great to see you. Good. Have fun with your new game. Now, let's see. This pirate base is... Okay, I don't know where it is. The bounty is near Barren World. Me too. I'm glad it only took me 2 tries to kill all those onslaughts. That was actually... I was hoping I could kill them in only a couple tries. Alright, so there's a lot of barren worlds in this system. This is a big system. Might take me a while to find that pirate base. Oof. So, I am going to use a little trick. So, if you go and you take control of a relay. So this relay is mine now. And I am going to hide. Now, what I want to happen is the pirates are going to send a fleet to turn this relay back online. And if I can see where they come from, I should have a vector back to their... Oh! Conquest mission! Razelvig! Absolutely, I've been waiting for these! So it's only 95 days, so I really gotta finish this up when they get down there. Oh god, I hate fire bases in neutron star systems. Oh wow, that's a big fleet! Alright, I am gonna try to trail that fleet back to its base. It's going like this direction, right? Oh! Oh, it saw me. It saw me! Well. Pirate armada with allies. You are not gonna last long. Alright, I do need to keep my fleet together. Because, while pirates are weak little pushovers, if they swarm you, they're suddenly not pushovers. I know, I wanted to follow it back to its base, but I got impatient, and I turned off my running dark, and then they saw me. I'm disappointed in myself. If I had more patience, I would have been okay. The matriarch's slowing me down a bit, though. Go, Praetorian, go! Wait, that's not Praetorian. Legionary. Dang, I always get them mixed up. Go, Legionary, go! Murder this flying garbage. Da, 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 da. Yeah, I feel like pirate fleets are one of those things where you fight the pirates and it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, and all of a sudden you get swarmed and bad things start happening. Alright, I'm going to leave this defend order on for now because I want my rear ships to group up. but I'm probably going to remove this defend order in short order. Okay, so we got a lot of missiles. I can probably just let these pirates just fly into the meat grinder. My ships should outrange them. Well, that's a waste of harpoons. You firing at that buffalo over there? Oh, you have no shields and I have artillery ships. You poor, poor fools. Alright. I am going to move this defend order. Honestly, this is going to be a slaughter. And just look at what those 2 shots from the Solus cannon just did. I mean, 14th Battle Group onslaughts are, you know, kind of powerful, by which I mean probably one of the strongest ships in the game. There's so much wreckage around that I can't fire at the enemy. My friends are dead from all the fighters. A little Reaper happy there, aren't you? So currently, the pirates' biggest defense is the corpses of their former allies are blocking my long-range firing lanes. Oh, nice job, Praetorian. So this is a kind of a lesson on force concentration. The pirates have too low force concentration to be able to do anything. If they could surround one of my lone ships, like if all of a sudden like 5 frigates surround this Ixon, then they would have force concentration and it would be a problem. But for right now, it's just not to be. See, I don't want to be too much faster than my support ships. Oh, that's a Merv. Mervs are actually dangerous. I need to focus fire the thing with the Merv. I can't. There's too much debris in the way. Alright. Let's go kill that. Let's see. Romeo Zulu says, herons? I don't have any herons in this fleet. I am doing a pure Interstellar Imperium run. I think I might have some transport ships that are not Interstellar Imperium. But that's it. Hey, you got behind my lines. Nice job. You must have burn drived in there. It's not going very well for you, though. My goodness. That's gonna die in short order. Let's see. Here is an amalgam. Cool, cool, cool. I think my Praetorian can probably just take it. Ah, here's some of these Atlas Mark IIs and such not. Yep. Oh, there's the Reaper. Reaper was a hit. Yep. Yeah, my destroyers happily handled that pirate carrier. So I'm gonna go kill this missile spewing thing before it causes problems. Oh, hello there. You're burn driving in. You're blocking all my shots. Actually, you cleared out a lot of debris. Thank you. No, the pirates... Yeah, the pirates, yeah. Poor pirates. Oh, hello, Hellbore. This Atlas is actually relatively dangerous. I mean, Hellbores are no joke if they hit you on the armor. And neither are its missiles. I need to kill that Atlas. And it is an Atlas, right? Yeah, okay, good. There we go. But it's made of paper. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I should back off a little bit. My flux is getting just a little bit high. Let me activate my system for more venting. I'm just going to quickly let that go down. There's a Razors. Razors are actually pretty good fighters. They can put a lot of kinetic damage onto a ship. And oh, you have some force concentration. You're a fast capital beating up on my destroyer. I don't like that. Get away from my poor little line destroyer. Those line destroyers have been with me for a very long time and have performed exceptionally. They don't get to be beat up by the likes of you pirates. Oh, my legionary's in trouble. Ooh, wow. What happened to you? Oh, it's a death explosion. My legionary got caught in a death explosion. Alright, well get out of here. You're a little too aggressive for your own good. I find it hilarious that from the pirates, that death explosion is the most damage the pirates have done to me. Alright. Your engines are exposed, you poor fool. Poor fool. Got a lot of armor, though. I'm way too close. I shouldn't get this close. My ship has long-range weaponry. There we go. Dominuses are so good. It also helps that I have more combat skills than a level 20 officer. Oh, I don't have, yeah. I know Angry. I know, like, in this fight, an Assault Chain would do really good, but I feel like in other fights, I don't get so close. I don't want to. I don't want to, Angry. Okay, single frigate. How many kills can you get? You got like 9 kills. Oh my goodness. Alright. Blink. Well, that was a very nice supply and fuel refueling. Yeah. And I bet my officer's leveled up. Hello, officer in the Ardea. How you doing? Are you level 20 now? You are. You don't actually have any missiles on your ship, but if I put you on a matriarch, you'll have missiles. And how are you doing? Alright, I'll give you ordnance expertise. You can be a gun carrier. Alright, sure. So much loot. Yes. This is an excessive amount of supplies and fuel. However, oh, I leveled up. Better fighters. Even though I don't use very many fighters, still worth it. Oh god, I hate that tiny fleets can interdict big fleets. Alright, I need to find that station. And I thought I saw the fleet heading in this direction. So I'm gonna go in this direction for a little while. And hope. Check my production report. I got a sledge gun, that's better than nothing. And hope that I find that pirate station. There's also a, yes, there you are. There's also a bounty in this world, right? Did I get that wrong? There should be a bounty somewhere around here. Let me see. Bounties, bounties, bounties. You. Yeah, they're a barren world in this system. Alright. Let's see, there are no mercenaries here. I might as well sell off my metals. which is kind of funny, but do they have any weapons that I want? It doesn't look like it. I'm actually gonna buy their... Nope, no, I'm already overpopulated. Now, do I want this nebula? No, it's got... Okay, this might seem weird, but I'm gonna buy this nebula because I want to buy some cheap marines here so I can do that conquest mission that popped up. So you actually need to be refitted with, let's see, I need to get up to burn 8. So military subsystems will do that. Excellent. You get military subsystems and you will get the extra bay. Additional growth. There we go. I mean, I could. I could just turn on the matriarch. You are right. Do I have the guns? I mean, I could have the guns. Let's see. Alright, I don't like the Imperial armor package. I haven't found a use for it yet. But the Imperial targeting package is really great. Maybe I should just turn this matriarch back on. Alright, well if I'm going to turn this matriarch back on, then I want... I don't really have the... I don't have the fighters for it. Alright, so I'm not going to do it. I'm sorry. I don't have enough things to make a decent loadout. But I can buy some marines for cheap. I have plenty of marines now, so I'm going to be able to raid Hegemony World for pristine nanoforges and just capture them for missions. Might as well... Nah, my fuel's fine. I am going to buy these supplies, though. Oh, no, I'm not. I have 1100. Ramming speed. I mean, the armor package does add a lot of toughness, but I like the other things more. I just like the other ones more. Maybe it's my piloting style. On the other hand, for a carrier, maybe just being tough is good. Let's see. I could raid this. Sure. So I gained 718 credits. Yay! And I guess I got a squall. Squalls are nice. All right, it's time to kill this station. This is a rank 1 station. I'm just gonna kill it. I really like these Scudams. I know I keep saying that over and over again, but they've really done a very good job. Alright, so this is my flagship, my D-Mod Dominus, with 6 railguns and 2 Soluses as its main armament, and a dual flak for defense. Alright. That overdrive, though. That wonderful, wonderful overdrive. Alright. Scudams, protect me while I vent. Thank you. This thing is firing hornets at me, which is... looks like my point defense can handle it. I'm actually just going to bombard it into submission. My armor is holding well. Oh, it's overloaded. Alright. Now, I don't have any torpedoes on this ship, because I needed the OP. I have found it to be a slightly OP-starved ship. There we go. Easy peasy. Single tier pirate base is really just... I mean, this is a battle cruiser. It's a capital. This is not a surprising outcome. Alright, let's take down this last module. Collect a staggering 300,000 for this. Seriously, the 6 Onslaught battle fleet was the same amount of reward as that. I mean, I guess this was like spawning, but Alright, there we go. Metal. And there we go. Quick save. So I see that a lot of people are watching the stream. Welcome. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I love answering questions. Now let's see. There is a bounty in this system. And there is this conquest mission. So I only have 67 days to do this. But I think I have enough time to kill this bounty in system. Ooh, it's in a barren world. Alright. It's probably that barren world over there. Oh no. Whoa, this is a lot of pirates here. I'm kind of understanding why this was a 300,000 bounty now if it was spawning this many huge fleets. Well, this is really not going to be any more difficult than the last one. So I'm just going to wade through these enemies. I saw some other large blips up ahead. I might have to do this again. I kind of apologize if the fight's a little boring, but at least you'll be able to see some II ships just really dunking on pirates. So for those of you who are new to my stream, this is my current fleet. I have my lovely battlecruiser. I have 4 line destroyers that are kind of light, but they're very long range, and I've been super happy. I have my ultra aggressive short range destroyer, which now that it has a reckless officer is doing really well. Even if it does like to fire its harpoons at frigates. So this ship is actually somewhat dangerous, but my destroyers raised its flux a lot, and then I came in... Oop, 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 oop. That's a capital. I should deal with that capital. I think that's a dragon. Yeah, it's a dragon. There we go. That's one. And that's 2. Very nice. Alright, now my flux is a little high, so I should wait a bit before re-engaging. Should let my allies get some kills anyway. You know what? Just full assault. Okay. Flux, flux, flux. Doing a quick vent. I need a better CPU. Okay, now let me dive into this enemy formation. Nice Reaper there, Destroyer. That was a great kill. So this ship has this overdrive system, which you can see its percentage down there. And the higher the percentage, the more benefit it gives me, but also the more the more CR I lose. So in long fights, I have to be careful not to kill my own CR. But it raises my firing rate, it raises my speed, and it drastically raises my flux. Yeah, even my destroyers are just dunking on them. Ooh boy. There's a Venture there. I don't want to kill the Venture quite yet because it has a lot of hit points. I just want to get around this debris and kill these carriers. There are 3 carriers here. There's one. Quick vent. Those Solus cannons are very good guns. They're expensive and they're inefficient, but they get the job done. Alright, this thing has been peppering my flank with rockets. Don't want that. Let's see, so this has been peppering my shields. I'm just gonna let my... Ooh, Hellbore. Hellbore rounds. I don't want to get hit on the armor with Hellbores. That would not be that good. I think I'm out of range, so I'm gonna vent my flux. My ships have got this. I'm gonna take care of this ship. So I'm using my ship system to close the range. I'm in range now. I really don't need to get any closer. I fly too close. And my Ixon is in the way. Ixon, get out of the way. Don't make me blow out your engine so that I can get by you. Seriously, Ixon, get out of the way. Oh my god, I have a perfect firing line. This Ixon, get out of my way. I'm gonna blow you up so you get out of my way. Alright, that's better. So you can see the instant that I turn on the system, my flux bar lowers. But I need to turn it off before it gets all the way to 0 or I will overload. Hey, you've taken some damage. Is that because you're soloing an enemy capital ship? Well, you're not soloing it, but you're doing a good job. And there we go. Is that all of them? That looks like all of them. My single frigate can go do its thing. Oh, it's a lot. And it's a lot. So I'm over fuel, I'm over people. Huh. I shouldn't have taken them in the first place. And I'm just gonna drop some of my vendor trash. I have so many supplies. Okay. And here we go again. I apologize for this. It's not particularly exciting to watch, but the pirates don't know any better. As soon as I am done killing these successive pirate fleets, I'm going to go do a bounty, and then I am going to invade Racelvig, because I have a big contract to do it. I think it's going to get me 600,000 to capture that base from the Hegemony. Hegemony? Hegemony? I wonder how that's pronounced correctly. Now, because I'm fighting back-to-back battles, the CR rating on my ships has taken a little hit. So they're not going to fight as well as they did last battle. And if the pirates really wore me down with like 5 of these fleets in a row, I would have to stop deploying so many ships. I'd have to start trying to solo them with very few ships and then swapping out those ships each time. But I didn't see that many pirates here. I only saw a few. Praetorian's actually kind of damaged. Maybe I shouldn't have deployed it this time. That's a little dangerous of me. Actually, yeah, get out of there. I shouldn't have deployed you in the first place. Boom. Boom. You did sink your Reapers in, though. Yeah, just get out of there, buddy. Okay. Now that you're out of the main fray, I will let it hunt. Alright, so let's just handle these enemies. I'm getting a little far in. Yeah, looks like I can't chase down that dragon. It's retreating just a little too quickly. Too many allies. the fascinating thing about this elite package that I'm using on this Dominus is that it actually slows me down when I'm going in reverse, which I think is it's a really nice piece of design from Dark Revenant. Oh, I just took an armor hit. There we go. How are things going? Things are going pretty well, but I want my, you get up here. There's no reason for you not to be on the front lines. I just want to kill that. Yeah, it's been a pain in my butt. My Ardia is actually in trouble. It's getting focused down, but I think it should survive. Yeah, it's gonna survive just fine. Got a little too close to the enemy, but that is a thing that happens. Pirates have been doing a lot better this time than last fight. I'm actually kind of impressed. They managed to do more damage to my ships. There we go. Go get a kill. Yeah, the Dictator is slow, especially when it's a little unsure of itself. It did a really good job against those onslaughts, though. I'm glad it's in my fleet. You know, it's playing a role. It's my heavy cruiser. Alright. Just letting my ship system recharge. I'm gonna go help clean up on this flank. Buffalo Mark IIs, the most noble of all ships. Oh, hello, Reaper. I almost didn't see you there. Okay, ship system's at 100%. I have no problem just unloading my weapons. Ah, oops, backed off one shot too soon. There we go. That would have been embarrassing if it got away after that. Wow, this Falcon's kiting really well. I mean, I guess this Falcon it is a P Falcon, so it's really fast, but this battle is mostly won. Still some time left, but I haven't taken any losses, and the enemy is starting to lose its numerical superiority. My Ixons are firing missile after missile. I deployed a Shepherd? Hello there! I deployed a Shepherd. Has it been... Aw, look, it sent out its little drones to help the fight. I love Shepherds. Alright, pirates, let this be a lesson to you. Stop attacking me. I just want to go fight that bounty and then kill the hegemony. That was dangerous. That Reaper spun off into the distance for a little bit. Okay, there's some hornets coming in. That beautiful PD laser net. I love to have multiple ships with interlocking point defense laser fire. Okay, I don't want to risk you in a death explosion though. So now now for real you can get out. Little destroyers are getting a little closer than they should. They have a lot more range in this, but I guess since we're winning so handily, they're being quite aggressive. So I found that Interstellar Imperium really matches the type of play that I like to do. The Elite Hull mod is just crazy good. It's like a balance between safety overrides and normal play, but in the best possible way. Okay, there we go. That's another one. Now, are there any other... Go, little frigate, go! I need to dump the extra crew. I have so many supplies now. Alright, are there any more pirate death fleets that have a death wish? No? We're good? Excellent. Now, I am going to that barren world out there, and I am going to use my transverse jump ability to do so. So, oh no. God damn it. I don't want to fight another boring fight. Ay, alright. One more boring fight. I'm considering turning on dev mode just so that I can destroy these fleets and not have to fight them. This is, yeah. Sorry for being such a downer, by the way. Thank you everyone for watching the stream. I hope you're having a good time. I really want to show you some better fights in this. I don't want to show you boring, easy fights. I want to show you good fights. While this fight is going on, if anyone who's watching has any questions about the game, I'd be really happy to answer. And I know also we have some other experts are in the chat. I know Angry About Elves is here. I think Scipion might have went away. I think he said he was downloading a new game. But we've got a bunch of people with a lot of knowledge here. So if anyone has questions, lay it on us. Now this fleet has a lot more destroyers and smaller flanking units than the previous one. That might actually be a bit more dangerous. Because the pirates are never going to beat my fleet in a line of battle, but if they swarm an individual ship, they could get a kill or two. There goes those harpoons from my Praetorian, and they got the job done. Let's see, Dr. Possible says, how's the learning curve for new players? It seems like a lot of systems to learn. You know, the early game can be quite hard, and the learning curve is reasonably steep. It's nothing like, you know, Dwarf Fortress, but it can be a little tricky to learn the game. So unlike a lot of games, I actually do recommend that for your first playthrough, play on easy mode and do the tutorials first. Especially the campaign tutorial, it gives you a lot of free ships. So if you do the tutorials first, maybe practice a little bit with the missions on the main menu, then I think you'll have a good enough grasp to start playing. And then as you play, you'll just get better and better. And I ate a Reaper. Wah, wah. Wah, wah. That was a bad vent from me. So one of the things that you'll learn, Dr. Possible, is that your total amount of offense and hit points is constrained by something called flux. And flux is the top bar on the ship display. And if you want to get it to go down really quickly, you can hit the V key, and you see how there's this stuff billowing out of my ship? That's the flux. But the problem is that when you do that, you're helpless. And so I did it at a bad time, and I caught a heavy torpedo to the side of my ship. So, wah wah. Anyone else have any more questions? I do love answering questions. Also, when I answer questions, I play worse, and then it's really funny to watch me get my ship, my beautiful capital ship, get beat up by pirates. So remember, the more questions you ask, the worse I play. Okay. Good enough. I don't need to chase down that last frigate. I don't even care to chase them. I'm so over fuel. Okay. There's so many supplies. Okay. Now, I am going to this nascent gravity well, and I am jumping in with transverse jump. Flux is pretty. I like it a lot. Yes, there's that enemy fleet. Now, this was a little dumb of me, in that my ships aren't repaired yet, so I should have waited a little while before doing this fight, but it'll add a little bit of tension, and to be honest, it's not that big an enemy fleet. This fleet has 4 Apogees, which are good solid line ships, but they're slow, and I suspect that my ships are just going to be able to kite them. So, let's do this bounty. Then I'm going to transverse jump out again and conquer a hegemony world. Yeah, this should be a quite reasonable fight. I'll just deploy. That's too many ships, but I have so many extra supplies that I'm not worried about fighting too efficiently. Yes, and as Angry About Elves says, there's nothing else to back up the Apogees. So Apogees are strong tanks. They can absorb a lot of damage, and they can deal a decent amount of damage. And well, okay, their damage potential is a little low, but they're okay. But if they're not blocking for another ship, then you can just kind of kite them. But if you have Apogees in front and then carriers behind, that can actually be a quite potent fleet. Oof. Brutal crossfire. Just brutal. So when my little destroyers here activate their ship system, they get double projectile velocity. So hopefully we'll see them activate, and you'll just see their rounds just tearing across the screen. Okay. Oh, they have these nasty EMP missiles and a plasma cannon. That's actually a reasonably dangerous loadout. I think... Oh, it's also safety overrides. That's a fast Apogee. Are these other ones safety overrides? No. Okay, so just the one fast Apogee. But I am a battle cruiser. I am designed to hunt down cruisers. So while it got away, it took quite a lot of armor damage. Alright, so I'm just retreating a little bit to let my flux go down. There's my flux. And I think my other ships are just going to start carving around the enemy, and I'm just going to start breaking their center a little bit. And you get in here, you silly little slow cruiser. I need you fighting the enemy. Now, these two apogees, these three apogees, you see this beautiful glowing beam? That is a high-intensity laser. It does 500 HE DPS damage. I do not want to take that on my bare hull. That would be devastating if I took those beams on my bare hull. Let's see. Posishi? Please for Shizzy, interesting, asks, do all your ships do their own thing, or are you commanding them? So all my ships are doing their own thing, but I can set objectives for them. For example, I told this dictator to eliminate PZ for Shizzy, excellent. I told this dictator to eliminate this apogee, so it's going to try its hardest to get there. Now, really, I just wanted it to rejoin the battle, so I'm actually going to remove that command. I could do things like set defend orders. I could group my carriers up into a numbered group. So I just turn these into weapon group 1. And I could right-click somewhere to tell them to rally at that location. But for right now, I'm pretty happy with my fleet just doing its thing. I am controlling this one ship right here and letting my other ships just kind of go. Now my flux is really high. I'm actually going to turn on my system just to bleed it off. And vent. Cool. So if I vent in front of those high intensity lasers, I'm in for a bad time. But I was far enough away that they couldn't get me. Alright. So my fleet is flanking on its own. And you can see that these two are my beautiful line destroyers. And they are just kiting from beyond the effective range. This apogee is too slow and too short range to deal with these ships. So that's a nice situation for me. I like that. Now this apogee, it had to lower its shield because its flux went too high. And apogees are not super tough once their great shield goes down. Oh, beautiful Praetorian. Oh, that Praetorian is just so deadly. I want to make 2 more just like it, because I have 2 other reckless officers. So one more bit of information about do your ships do their own thing is that you can put officers on your ships, and the personality of those officers changes how they behave. So most of my officers are steady, except for this Praetorian has a reckless officer, and he is just diving in there and attacking the enemy. Now, this is the most dangerous apogee right now because it has caught a hill, caught a high intensity laser to the side for a little bit. Ouch. All right, I have to deal with that. This is the only fast apogee, so I'm a little worried about it. Let's see. So the AI commanded ships are identifying their advantage and kiting on their own. Yes, they are. That's something the AI does quite well. The AI is a little bit timid at times. It sometimes doesn't press the advantage as much as it should, but that's mainly so that it's on purpose from the dev. He's said that he doesn't like when the AI does stupid things, because people remember the AI doing stupid things more than it remembers the AI doing good things, especially when they're off-screen. So you don't want your AI ships dying off-screen because of a lack of caution. Okay. Oh. Do your thing. Do your thing. Get in there. I don't care that it's a safety overrides cruiser. Okay, so the Draconarius wings are going to come in and do it, because this actually isn't quite fast enough to catch up. No, don't get away. Don't get away. Well, luckily for me, I think... And that's the leader. If I don't kill that ship, then I don't get the bounty. I'm actually going to deploy a big force. There we go. Cool. Oh, no effigies. Okay. Too much fuel, too much metals. I'm way over supplies right now, but that's because I got so many supplies from fighting the pirates. All right, there we go. I don't really want to recover an apogee, but let me just see if it has guns on it. Nope. Okay. So I am going to quickly transverse jump out of here. Oh, I can't transverse because of this ship. Okay. This ship needs to recover its supplies for a little while. Alright, how about now? Are you good enough for me to transverse jump? Yes, you are. I also have so many supplies that actually I'm just going to let the matriarch heal for a little while. Alright, good enough. Oh, nope, never mind, not good enough. I have too many supplies. Now, I did level up from all those fights, so I will finish boosting my fleet fighters. So that 15% faster fighter replacement is a really big deal. That helps a lot. Now, let's see. I need to do this mission. I have 45 days. So I am going to... can I drop by Cordiance? Can I do 1-2? Yeah, I think I can do 1-2 in 45 days. I'm just going to drop that matriarch off and then do that invasion, and I hope I should have enough time. Dodge those clouds. What are you doing here? Aletic Church Convoy. Okay, I guess I'm not hostile to them. Okay, so I'm gonna drop off this matriarch finally. Oh, no, not Mothfile, just get rid of it. And I am gonna drop off this huge number of weapons. So this is my home colony, for anyone who's new to the stream. And I have so many guns, I really should have sold some of them, but this is fine. This should free up my cargo space a little bit. Now I'm just going to fuel up. My ships are fine. I don't care. I'm actually using that cargo space. I'm going to repair my ships and get out of here. So it's time for me to do this mission. I'm going to conquer Racelvig. And that is in the Valhalla system. Alright. Now I'm going to get there in 6 days. That's great. Ooh, there's another Imperium bounty. Where'd that go? Oh, it's really small. It's just pirates. Okay. I really should. Angry, you're completely correct. I should turn on that option. Okay, so my Asmodeus station finished building its orbital station. That's great. It is still limited by access, so I'm actually going to upgrade it to a megaport. I've been doing that a lot lately. How are my other places? You're upgrading your spaceport. You're upgrading your spaceport. You're building a way station. You're going to need a patrol headquarters. And that immediately took half of my money. Alright, let's look at that production report, see if I got lucky. I did get lucky. I just got a Lionsguard blueprint package. That's incredible. Let's see, Cold Fury asks, is this just the base game? No, so this has several mods, not too many. It has Interstellar Imperium, which is the mod that I am currently using. Or rather, the faction that I'm currently playing is Interstellar Imperium. And then it also has Ship Weapon Pack and Underworld and a couple other ones. So if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see my mod list for this game. This is Glory to the Empire, not the Atlas Empire. Let's see. Swarkzoff asks, does the 75% upgrade from Terra planets just outweigh good bonuses from 125 to 175% hazard planets? So that depends what you're doing. In this version, the upkeep is not terrible, so I would say all the way from 125 to 175 is still viable, but I would still put the more expensive industries like heavy industry. I'd put it on lower hazard rating worlds if you could. But I mean, here's a case study. This is a 125 that has farming and mining, and it's making 71,000. While this one is a 75 with the same farming and heavy industry with a better admin, and it's only making a little bit more, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that it's farther away. This one has 102% access, whereas this one has 118% access. So distance to the core makes a big difference, but in general, good resources is good. 175% worlds are actually okay. Although, they're less pretty. Okay, I am going to turn my transponder on. Because I'm not afraid of their fleets. I actually want their fleets to run away from me. Alright, so here is Racelvig. I have a bounty to destroy it, or to conquer it. So let me take a look. Let's see. Oh, there's some admins here. Do I want another admin? Nah. Okay. Let's see, how am I going to deal with expeditions? Permanently, is it possible? So I prefer to just build my empire so that it's powerful enough that the expeditions just crash against its defenses. So a Star Fortress normally does the job with military headquarters and system. But so far I just haven't attracted very many expeditions. I don't know, I've been really lucky this game. But once you build up your defenses, expeditions tend to be fairly reasonable, especially if you have a powerful fleet of your own. Now this world has 990 defense. And... oh, hold on. Sorry, I just want to check something. Okay, it has orbital works. I'm gonna raid this world because it has orbital works, so I might get blueprints. So I am first going to... I'm going to do a tactical bombardment to suppress its military. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean the hegemony is not? Oh, hold up. How is the hegemony not hostile to me? Did we declare peace? What? Are we at peace? But I still have a conquest mission. Okay, you know what? I don't care if we're at peace. You are getting bombarded. Consider this war. Well, that's a little dark. By which I mean, I just antimatter bombarded a planet. Of course it's dark. So that just disrupted the heavy batteries and the patrol headquarters, which means that it went from 990 defense to 260 defense. Yeah, I know. Like, why is the Imperium at peace? It's weird. So now I'm going to launch a raid, and I'm going to try to get blueprints. And I really hope this works. Okay, I got some blueprints. These are actually, yeah, missile blueprints can be hard to get. I'm very happy with getting salamanders and reapers. Cool. We're not really at peace. I literally, the higher ups in my faction are paying me 600,000 space bucks to... Why can't I invade? No, why can't I invade? Oh no! Did I lock myself... Did I lock myself out of invading? This is weird. Did Nexer... What's up with this? Someone who's better with Nexerelin. Oh no. No! That means that I just... I only have 7 days. I might have just cost myself a lot of money. 4 days. Oh, well, great. Okay, so because of my raid and my bombardment, they went from 990 defense down to 200 defense, which is now 160. The cooldown is 1 day. Well, you can tell that I don't play Nexerelin very much recently. Alright, and I will just pick through the spoils. Hey, I got a harpoon pod! Well, that was a good day. A good day's murder. And then I'll just sell off some of that loot. Boink. So, you want to be careful about that core dragon. If you get too close, you're going to be in trouble. Ah, hear that glorious interstellar Imperium music playing. Know that the glory of the Empire has been spread here. Alright everyone, I think this is going to be it for me for today. Thanks for watching. We had a good crowd and a lot of good questions and a lot of good discussion. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye.